Perfect. Excellent. There we go. And now we'll just pop into the channel. Is that Orinda? Yeah, we're using Orinda's token for Ricego. Because they're both both darn pretty. Okay. We are going to pop in.
Even kidding. I can now confirm to you with 100% certitude that I would actually play it. Okay. Also, I don't know if Tech has his Go XLR turned down. Hopefully he does. Does he? Tech?
Yeah, what's up?
He just hey. Like right as you started saying that.
What's up? I heard you say with 100% certitude you would play something, but now I don't know what it was.
Oh, nothing.
Damn it.
Don't worry about it.
I want to know.
Great to see you. Welcome.
Damn it. I want to play too. Am I invited? No. I want to play. Can I play, guys?
No, definitely not.
Can I join?
No. We'll think about it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, but like, are you gonna really? Because last time you didn't even think about it. You just said no.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, we're definitely gonna think. Just Don't contact us. Yeah, we'll contact you.
Okay, but I can contact you after a little while, right?
Just better off. Just let us take some time to process it.
You can contact my assistant.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that'd be best actually. Just
maybe I just show up. Maybe I'll just show up, and then maybe if you can just find space for me, and then I can play with you guys.
Last time you kept crying in the lobby, and the receptionist was really weirded out.
I just had sand in my eyes. It wasn't crying. Wow. It was really windy, and I had some sand in my eyes.
You were literally screaming at the top of your lungs. Why won't Venalis and Milton tell me what's going on?
And the sand in the eyes thing is true, but that's because you kept head planning into the ficus that was right next to the reception stuff for some reason.
She called the police. It's all on security camera footage, okay? No, I was just I was telling Venalis that I'm excited at the thought that someday in the future, maybe all of us could join hands in the wonderful world of Conan Exiles again.
Oh,
that would be very fun.
We actually, to give you a little bit of love on that, since we're obviously waiting for Jake anyways.
Mm-hmm.
We've already like tested the server, like all of our mods, like it's ready to launch. We just right now we were like, oh shit, everyone's starting to hop on the Wild West sort of thing, so I was like, we'll give it a little bit of time, we'll let that die down a little bit, and then we'll fire it up. But it's pretty much just ready for me to pull the trigger whenever I want.
Oh man,
so holy
it's
shit,
ready.
That's fucking
awesome.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of people who are. You're not the only person that's been asking me to do it. So
that is awesome, man. Conan's a great game.
It is a fucking great game.
Yeah.
It is. Okay. So Tech, you were muted, but I kind of hurriedly rushed over to my computer and jumped into the Discord because I was definitely asleep on the couch, and I woke up at 8:59.
Oh my God! Well, you made it. Are you mentally prepared?
I want to tell you right now how mentally prepared I am.
Yeah.
I have wings that are 8 minutes away from B-dubs.
Oh my God! You want to know something crazy?
Go ahead.
We'll probably still be doing the narrative intro when those wings arrive. And we'll probably still be doing the narrative intro by the time you're done eating those wings.
Wow.
The intro today is a fucking big one, guys.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Does it include us getting back our spell slots?
Yes, it does actually.
I'm liking that. Cool.
You guys have basically completed the portion you guys were doing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
On to the next ink?
Yeah, on to the next ink, guys.
Okay, wow. Oh, that was quick.
Yahoo.
That was quick. Holy shit.
Basically,
you're very talented.
Yeah, exactly. You're so damn skilled.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you guys made some decisions, and it's interesting because you made decisions I did not expect. And because the world is kind of a living world, like it's not like World of Warcraft where like quests trigger events. It's just a world that time triggers events. So with the decisions that you've made and the course and time that you took, things have now unfolded in a way that I had to spend the majority of the afternoon today sorting out what exactly happened from what you guys have done, how you did it, and how long it took you to do it. And it's, oh my God, fucking huge.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I feel like the only decision we made was to not make a decision because everything was very scary.
Yeah. That was a big decision to make.
Yeah, it turns out, just like in real life.
Yeah.
I felt like that was everybody kind of being a little pensive, you know, a little.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, well, let's get it.
Yeah,
if
nervous.
we don't make a decision soon, someone's going to shoot somebody in the face, you know.
Yeah.
But I felt like we all held our ground, which is nice.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get into that. It looks like Yake is still, I see him on his phone, so he's probably, my guess is that Yake is probably on his phone on the way to us. Hey, why don't we do that time killer orb? That was a fun thing. You guys never got very far with that.
Yeah.
God, there it is.
I trust that orb implicitly. Let's tell it everything.
That's it. That sounds safe. I agree. I like that. I tell the orb everything that's ever happened to me. No,
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I don't do that. I do not do that. That's what I don't do.
So it's been a long time since you guys dealt with the orb. And spoiler alert, some time is going to pass during the narrative intro. So this actually kind of works. Before we do the narrative intro, this is kind of a snippet of the time that was passing. You guys find yourselves with a little bit of time, and you remember that there's this like large softball sized orb, metal orb, that you guys just kind of, you solved a little bit of it, and then you just kind of threw it in your bag. So I think Lou, you had it in your bag, or I think maybe Yake put it in his bag. Either way, one day you guys pull out the orb and you decide to keep solving it, trying to figure it out. And just a bit of a refresher, you realize that you needed to do a strength check and then a dexterity check to twist the orb, have an intricate pattern to press upon the surface, and then a dexterity check to... I don't know if I actually told you that. I don't know if you guys actually did anything with that.
I don't remember
I
explicitly.
don't recall any of this.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it that we haven't passed the strength check? Is that why?
You passed the strength check, and there's like a maze-like pattern appeared on the surface of the orb. So, Slime, why don't you go ahead and roll plus strength?
Oh my God.
A 12. You know what? It's been so long that it's kind of loosened up through your travels.
Yep.
So it's just under the original requirement, but we're gonna say this time you twist it and it kind of moves a little bit more easily, and suddenly kind of the surface, a bunch of the surface kind of depresses into the orb, and this weird like brain coral like pattern, texture kind of appears on the surface of the orb.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do? Like, so now you twisted the orb and now it's got this big pattern on it.
Look at the toy.
Oh, weird.
Look,
Where were you keeping that?
Slump put it in his dark pocket.
Dark pocket.
Oh God.
Dark pocket. The
Oh,
really
God.
private one.
Oh God.
Remember?
Oh no.
Mr. Teeny Talk,
No,
you showed
don't
me
ask
how
me
to
if I
stretch
remember that.
My
No.
dark pocket.
No, I
So
don't
can
want
store bigger and bigger things in there, remember?
No,
Oh my
no,
God.
yeah,
Remember?
no, I know. I don't want.
And sometimes Slump would say, ooh, ooh, Daddy, Galdrick, please, ooh, ooh. Remember?
Oh my God, I hate every bit of this.
My God.
So, yeah. Anyway, well, what do you think now? Look, it does weird things.
This is what kind of pattern is it? Question mark.
Looks kind of like brain coral kind of thing. It's just it's a lot of weird cord-like twists and turns and lines.
It looks like brain coral. I immediately look at Slump and say no.
Oh, come
Why do you think
on.
No.
Do you think it's sentient?
Well,
Why?
no, he thinks Slump's gonna eat it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, remember that time, Mr. Teeny Talk? We were at that tavern, and that man came over and was really mad, and he said that you were like one of the creatures in his field, and then he came up to you, and he had a knife in his hand, and it turns out it was actually a spoon, but Slump panicked and didn't realize he was eating soup, so he grabbed his head and twisted it. Remember? And then the insides popped out. Maybe Slump has to twist this.
Oh my God. I'll look at Lou and be like, that's kind of your thing. I don't know what the hell that is.
Head twisting?
Yeah,
No,
twisting
no, I
heads
meant the
off.
puzzle.
Oh, right. Yes. Can we do about, like, how about you try twisting it? And then after, maybe we can try, if that doesn't work, try like pouring something on it and seeing the pattern as it flows through the thing.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
So what if you twist it? I like that idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so Slump would, he'd like trying to twist it open like a bottle of pills.
Okay, so as you kind of twist it, roll a dexterity check. So roll plus dexterity.
Weird.
Oh, weird. Okay.
It's fucking weird.
Again, it's just below the original score, but I'll say this thing's been in there for so long that as you kind of slide your hand across it, it stops twisting, and that pattern just stays where it is, and your hands just kind of slip along it as you're trying to twist it. And as your hand slips along it, your fingers kind of weave their way into the grooves.
Oh.
And in an attempt to keep your grip, you keep your fingers in the grooves to try to really have a grip on this thing. And as your fingers approach a certain kind of threshold, the orb starts to heat up.
Oh my.
A lot.
This is upsetting. This is bad. Don't like this.
Slump, roll plus Constitution to see if you can withstand the heat.
Oh my God.
Okay, so it's not great. It's not. It's,
Yeah. What is this? Slump doesn't like it.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, what happened?
and I think you drop it. Like you drop it, the pattern disappears. It just becomes a cold, inert, solid orb again.
Look.
I'll pick it up and just be like, "What's wrong with you?"
It hurt.
Okay.
It was you know,
It was
One more
windy.
time?
it was like that, remember?
Can I imagine that he's like trying to blow on noodles or something right now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know?
Oh, okay. I want to look at it and just kind of like, I guess I'll kind of inspect it. Like, obviously it's just a cold ball.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it's better now.
See?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh. Ooh. Hi. Yeah. Galdrick just thinks Slumps is kind of an idiot. He's like, ooh, it's hot.
I want as soon as Galdrick does that, Slump like reaches forward, but stops himself, but reaches forward, like wants to take it out of Galdrick's hand. He actually thinks he's being burned.
No. Oh, careful.
Oh, it cooled down. Oh, look at that.
Oh, okay.
That was lucky. I'm just like kind of like playing along with a child at this point. Like that was hot.
You try.
Okay. I'll try to mimic the same thing he did, like trying to twist it, but there's no pattern, but I'll still try to twist it.
Well, that's just it. Once you kind of figure out how it goes, when you twist it, you immediately twist it and the pattern shows up. And you run your fingers along the edges and the whole orb starts to heat up.
Okay.
And I will have you roll Constitution.
Easy.
Easy.
Boom. Natural 20. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, that's actually
Ooh, that's actually very good. So you kind of hold on to it and it heats up and it heats up and it starts to burn your hands, but you get this feeling like you need to hold on to it, like you need to kind of conquer the ball. And as you hold on to it, it actually burns your hands and burns a pattern into your hands. Like that brain coral pattern is burned into your hands.
Oh.
And now you have some burned up brain coral hands.
Okay, well that's almost the worst.
Hang on.
I want to hold my hands up.
Oh, that's really interesting, actually. You know, when you take palm reading into account, do a little palmistry with this new line thing, it looks like your lifeline is like, well, it's done now. You wrecked it. That's it.
Oh.
You gotta send me along.
See ya.
Wait, am I dead?
Yeah.
I think maybe. I think
Am I
you
dead?
died.
Am I? Oh.
No,
Are you
you're
okay?
okay. JK. JK.
Oh, okay.
And actually, Lou, as I don't know if you're having fun or if you're serious, but as you're kind of like making fun of the palm, roll plus wisdom.
Oh,
You did.
you actually are dead.
Hey, so what you see as you're just kind of making fun of it is that it looks like the lines would kind of sink into each other if he held his hands together.
Yeah, you're alive. Hey, wait a second. You know what you should do is you should pray. No, but like put your hands together because I think the lines will line up.
Oh, put my hands. Oh, the whole putting your hands together pray thing. That's just a myth.
Oh my gosh, what?
Yeah, that's not a real thing.
I guess, what do you think? I mean, it's just to help us focus. I wonder why we do that.
No idea.
Cop-
One
cop-
jackass did it, and everybody did along with it. It was really dumb.
Story of human history.
Intelligent
yeah.
civilization
Frank
develops
comes
such that
from-
emotions like that tend to help individuals feel a sense of calm when they're otherwise in an uncomfortable environment. It's this type of self-soothing technique. Anyone want a sucker?
Okay, but I'll put my hands. I want to. Okay,
Yeah.
you know, actually, I want to. I want to be like, that's actually that's completely made up thing. I want like a fly to like fly between me, and I'm like and I want to like try to slap it.
Okay,
That's awesome.
as you do that and you smack this fly, it's kind of gross because your hands kind of sink in together,
Ew.
except where the fly was. The fly gets squished, and all the fly guts kind of squeeze along this one single line
Oh god,
that kind of breaks in between your palms. So your hands are now completely sealed together, except for this one line. And looking at the orb, you can see where that line is. There is one line that correlates to the two halves not meeting.
Lucky that fly was there, man.
So wait a minute. So my hands were stuck together, and then they unsealed.
Yeah, exactly.
I keep my hands like as far apart as I can. I look like I'm reaching for a hug. I don't want to put my hands ever together again.
Slum, do you want to take this? Do you want me to hug him? Do you
No,
want to take
fuck
this?
no, I don't.
Are you gonna hug Galdrick? Do you want me to hug Galdrick? He needs a
You
hug.
hug him.
I don't want to.
Gross.
I don't want to hug. I just don't
Okay,
want.
What
What the fuck
He
is
wants
this?
one. He wants one.
I'm gonna
He
need my
says he doesn't, but
hands.
he wants one.
No, I don't. Get away
Oh,
from me.
Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Get away.
Come on.
No, stop.
Little-
No,
Little
stop
Smoochie.
it.
Come on.
Stop it. No.
Jorp, would you get in here and do the thing with your smart wizard headband?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just kind of enjoying watching.
I hate you.
Oh, your hands look super
My
weird.
hand's still wide open. I hate you.
So yeah, there's this one line that you could trace on the orb.
So I should try to trace it.
You can try.
Okay, I'll try to trace. Okay, I'll try it.
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh, that's where I'm the best at. Okay.
Yeah, no,
This-
you fucking poke it and the ball just goes boop back to just a solid ball.
Oh, guys, I think I found. Never mind.
And your hands are unburned. The pattern leaves your hands.
Honestly, I sigh relief.
Okay, I think we can actually move on from the orb. You guys have made some good progress there.
Yep. Lessons learned.
Lessons learned. It burns your hands. It feels bad. You still
That's
can't
most of
open
them.
it.
Yep.
1 and 2.
Actually, I'm just gonna help Kaylee for a sec. Her thing is still cutting out. I think I know what it is.
Ah, jeez.
This works out because my food's about to get here, and I'm so excited.
Dude,
I'm gonna poop everywhere.
I had a filthy fucking poutine.
What'd you have?
I had a filthy fucking poutine. Oh,
What's
I had like 6 pounds of poutine.
Perfect. Now you shouldn't get cut off every time we talk.
Talking. Testing and
Yeah?
talking.
Sounds good. No longer getting fucking muted every time I talk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Exactly. Okay, perfect. That's much better. Okay, then. So let's go ahead and get started. I will start by welcoming folks to our tabletop RPG stream called Monsters Ain't Real, where we use a modified D&D 5e rule set to enjoy some good old-fashioned RPG fun set in a high fantasy universe. to anyone new, all the old episodes are up on YouTube, but that doesn't mean you can't just hang out and have fun and enjoy the session. we can start by enjoying some dogs. They're very loud.
Yeah, it's my phone. It's I think it. Hold on. Maybe
Is that a hot wing bark?
that's
Just like, let me get my universal translator out.
yeah. Okay.
No, it's murderer. It's murderer.
Oh, God.
There's a
Oh,
murderer
God.
at the door. Yep.
What are
God.
the chances that it's actually going to be a murderer? Okay.
Okay, oh my god.
Nope, it was the hot wing guy.
No, it was the hot wing guy.
All right, I'll go get my food.
Also a murderer.
It's-
Just a double, two
it's-
job sort of situation.
It's the American way of saying your hot wings are here. They just pull out guns and fire them into the air.
Oh my god.
That tracks.
Not wrong.
Also, you still. Oh, never mind. I can't make that joke.
Okay. So I really want to do a recap, but I don't know if Galdrick actually has his headset on. Maybe if he screams really loud, he can let us know if he has his
Might not.
headset.
He loves
Fuck.
screaming.
I know he'll bellow across his whole damn house, so he must not have his headset on. Just as I was about to do a recap, damn it!
Well, for Pete's puss.
I
Better
think
get the orb out.
better get the orb. Time to start fucking burning those hands again.
I think we can get started without him.
I think so too, because basically the narrative intro is going to have a lot of recap in it, so we're okay.
Yeah.
The recap. Last time, you guys were set with the task of finding Jared Kane, the leader of Izo. He had teleported away after falling in combat, and you were trying to decipher the teleportation sigil left behind. You made your way over to Renna, where you talked to both the lorologist Torlif and the archmage Raisko. You learned of an ancient spell used by the Malam Ghul called Breath of the Dying. And you learned that the Malam Ghul, after their great conquest of Izo, eventually settled around a lake called Vixeldzadeath in the southwest of Izo. Raisko, using that information, was able to get a pretty accurate read on where the teleportation circle went, and was able to reconstruct one for you to take you directly there. But because you didn't want to face an army of super soldiers called the Malam Ghul to try to find Jared, and because you didn't want to walk straight into the mist of Above to find Azar, you decided to wait. You tried to contact Azar with a sending spell, but when his response came back, it was heavily garbled and kind of staticky. You assumed that this was due to the mist, and you decided to wait for him to finish his business in Above. Then you would talk to him about dealing with the Malam Ghul. A decision that, as we are about to find out, will have dire consequences, but also provide new opportunities. Now, buckle up, because this narrative intro is gonna be a long one, because this covers your decision to wait, and you will not be picking up where you left off. The camera opens on water. A vast amount of water in all directions, and the camera travels forwards across this great lake until it arrives at a small island. From the shores of this tiny island, looking out into the lake, we see nothing else. No land, no boats, nothing. Just water as far as the eye can see. Then in the water, we see a disturbance. It's almost as if something is swimming in the water, but we can't see it. Just the disturbance it makes. The camera turns and looks to the island itself, and this island can't be more than a square mile. There are some very low hills with tufted grass, mostly sandy shores, and at the center of the island we see something gently swaying in the wind. The camera begins to move to these objects gently swaying in the wind, and as we get closer we see they are not things. They are people, terrifying people. They're long and stretched. Their waists are emaciated and their rib cages show. Their skin is grayed from the sun, and they stand with a blindfold covering their eyes and a sun-bleached loincloth around their waist. They're leaning gently on long bow staffs and gently swaying in the wind as it blows around them, but the camera looks down at a dusty wooden hatch on the ground. Footprints all around it indicate that these individuals patrol immediately around this hatch, but as the narrative camera, we dive down into pure darkness. Down here, in absolute pitch darkness, we can see nothing, but we hear something ever so faint, like cloth slipping over flesh, like flesh slipping over stone. But it comes from all around us, and it's ever so faint. Suddenly, we realize that we were traveling further down as we pass through a floor into another chamber, one that is well lit from a pit that takes up half the room. Suspended above the pit is an enormous black throne. And on the throne is a man we recognize, Jared Kane. He is breathing heavily, and we see his wounds closing. There are screams coming down from down below in the pit, slowly silencing. And once the pit is entirely quiet, Jared looks up, his wounds healed, and his breathing calms. He picks up his sword, steps off the throne, and the camera goes black. And you wait. A day passes, and you get no news from Azar, and the world seems much as it has been. The next day arrives, and clearly there is a war going on along the border. Troops are mobilized daily. Injuries come back from the front lines, and new soldiers move out. A lot of the soldiers are brought back to the Tower of the Healing Hand, and they're very quickly brought out fully healed. Many of them look horribly wounded, clearly mortal and fatal. There are even a number of dead soldiers who are brought back on the backs of horses that walk out that very same day ready to fight. The next day arrives and still there's been no word from Azar, and Jared has not shown up at the stones. And it's this day that you realize something very serious is happening. The last 5 Baylors, the anointed guards, leave the front gates. They march in the morning with a wave of soldiers towards the front lines, leaving the tower unguarded. There are almost no civilians in the town. Everyone has been confined to their homes. The soldiers leaving the tower also look changed. It's almost like they're glowing with a blazing holy energy, and their eyes look glazed over with zeal. The 4th day arrives, still with no word from Azar. Jared has not shown up. You've received word from your guard friend Cinna that Ula has locked herself at the top of the tower and closed the portal to her room, seeing no visitors at all. And this is a bad day. Entire wagon loads of people are brought back dead or nearly so, and their combat wounds look strange. There's no slashes, no cuts or stabs, just horribly broken bodies. They look like they fell off a mountain with caved-in chests, smashed skulls, twisted and splintered arms and legs, and there are a lot of them. The 5th day arrives. Not a whisper from Azar, but on this day, Jared does show up. But not how you thought, and not where you thought. The morning involves the remnants of Ula's army in full retreat. Every last remaining soldier alive, and as many as could be carried back dead, are brought back to the city of Rena, and behind them, the army of Izo, fully crossed through the barrier, and in full victory pursuit are chasing down the army of Hayland. And you see them come. There's that mile-long green expanse of field around the city of Rena, lined by the surrounding forest. And from the north side of the forest, you see a single man on horse break through the tree line in full gallop towards the city. And you know immediately who it is. It's Jared Kane. his sword fully twisted into a black flame, riding his horse at a terrifying speed directly towards the city. As he gets halfway across the field, 100 more individuals break through the tree line. Long, twisted individuals. You've never seen them before, but as soon as you lay eyes on them, the name comes to your lips. The Malam Ghul. As the Malam Ghul running on foot cross the field, you see behind them, crushing the trees, massive siege engines. Ballistae, trebuchets, catapults, battering rams, and siege towers, all surrounded by a massive army, resplendent in matching metal armor, marching in time to enormous war drums being beaten. As Jared approaches the outer city limits, the sky changes. It loses most of its light, and you realize it's like looking through frosted glass. And as you look through the city, you see that the top of the Tower of the Healing Hand has opened like a large stone and metal flower. It's too high to see any detail at the top, but it appears that there's an enormous protective dome that has been cast around the city, and it would appear that Ula has cast the spell. And it's at this point that you realize Azar is not coming back. At least, not quick enough to deal with this. And you realize that if anyone is going to deal with this, it's going to have to be you. Okay, guys.
Well,
I think we made the best possible decisions at every turn. I'm proud of us.
With the information we had. Oh boy. I feel
This is
bad. I don't know.
Day 5, right?
Yep, this is day 5, and Jared has just arrived, and as soon as the dome goes up, the army outside begins pounding on it, like stones and all sort of giant, whatever the ballista bolts are called,
Ballista bolts.
ballista bolts. Yeah, the ballista bolts. They just start impacting the orb. They're pretty much just kind of bouncing off the orb harmlessly. But closer to the ground, the Malam Ghul are just hammering on this orb with their giant bow staffs. And they're doing a bit of damage to it, but not nearly as much as once every hour, Jared Kane marches to the front and starts driving his sword into the dome. And that
oh my god,
does a lot of damage to it.
Oh my god.
It's a real sticky situation.
I mean, I have a plan,
Oh, great.
obviously.
Oh, good. Okay, that's
Perfect.
one of us.
Hey, remember the teleportation circle we had that went to the place we didn't want to go to because the people that we thought were there are now here? Let's just
Yes.
go there now.
There we go. Good luck, everybody.
Boom. Done.
Thanks, I'm cured.
Okay, so Azar asked us to get Jared and Ula there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of done. Like, we just leave them.
Job's
No.
finished.
And then we needed what's
Ramadant.
Ramadant.
Yeah.
Ramadant was the other missing
as-
piece.
Azar is going to get them? Get her?
That's right. Yeah. Azar was going to go get her.
But he's fucking super magical samurai wizard and he can teleport and shit. And it's been 5 days, so he's
Yeah.
probably fucked.
Oh, no.
I mean,
I
like,
mean, not wrong.
the dude could stop time and just have chats with us, and he stopped big flamey black sword guy. Like, it was some shitty anime scene. It was just like, pink, haha, you can't do that because I'm stronger. Like,
Maybe
he could have just gone boof, then he's there. So something happened.
maybe he's trying to convince Ramadan to come, and to convince her, he needs to like beat her at chess. And so they're just playing one big game of chess.
Well, he's taking his
Everything's
fucking
fine.
time.
Yeah, it's just that. Are we Lou says to the party, should we help? How do we help? I feel like we're obligated to help this town.
Goldrick's like eating some wings.
Well, Slump's wondering if we can sort of explain the fact that. Do you think that the whole war is here because, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe if we just tell Jared that,
Big
then he'll think,
misunderstanding.
oh, yeah, whoops.
Wait, because of what?
Because you teleported onto someone's fucking country when they were mortal enemies.
No, that's nothing. That's nothing.
Remember that part where they said literally if anyone ever crosses the border, you're all fucked. Remember that part?
I mean, that
Slump
one
members.
guard. That was it. It was the one guard. I can't control everybody, man. I'm only so good of a wizard.
Well,
That's
now we're
true.
basically all gonna die. So congrats. Slump thinks that he knows us. Maybe we can do the zone of I say all the right things, listen to me, and all the smart words that I know. Remember? And then remember?
So how far are we from where Jared Kane is smacking the dome?
Yeah, I'm trying to get that right now. You guys are. Where are you guys? You're down here. So you guys are up on the northern side of the city. Moving you guys up there. You guys on this day were hanging out and just had very good reasons for being on the north side of the city. I don't know, fucking destiny called to you and said be on the north side of the city.
Saw a cool bird.
You saw this fucking cool bird, man. It had these beautiful wings and it was so gorgeous, and you all, like little children, just followed it up to the north side of the town.
The house that I squatted in is up there, and I don't want to go very far.
So you guys are kind of at city limits, and it's almost like the dome came down in front of your faces.
Ooh.
And then Jared kind of like stopped up against the dome and started trying to drive his sword in. And then when it wasn't going through the dome, he kind of turned back. So you guys are pretty close to where Jared shows up when he shows up.
Okay. If this doesn't seem like too, for lack of a better term, power gamey,
Yep.
would you be able to give us sort of a run, like a summary of what we know about Jared Kane, like his personality? Because basically, I'm trying to think what would be the most effective approach. Because I'm pretty sure that our best option is not consulting Ula, because how the fuck are we even going to get in there? And so I feel like our only real option is consulting Jared. And I'm sort of trying to figure out how we could do that most effectively. And I'm wondering if that would involve like single combat or trying to
Wasn't
explain
that
to
the plan
him.
we started with?
I don't actually remember. Was it?
The way
I
you
think
were
even
originally,
on
yeah.
Goldrick's note.
Oh yeah, that's right. That we left. In
Oh
the castle.
yeah. Slump puts his hand on Galdrick's butt and pushes him forward.
Yep.
Galdrick bumps into the
You're
dome.
up.
His head falls off like a force field.
You talked to him. You said to fight. You said you were gonna fight.
What?
You said, "Hey, little Jared dog bitch, come and fight me."
Oh yeah.
All right,
Maybe
go
we-
ahead.
Okay.
Or we. You got this.
I
You
got
could
this.
either fight
I
him
got-
or you got it.
I want to have a wing in my hand when I'm doing this, like I was eating lunch. I'll wait for Jared to approach the dome, I guess, again.
Yeah, he shows up again after, another hour. He looks at you and there is a look of absolute hatred in his eyes when he sees you. And like when
Okay.
he lifts up his sword and starts trying to drive it through the dome, it looks like he's trying to drive it straight at you guys.
Okay, so I want to. Okay. Well, that's solid. I want to raise my hands, like surrendering.
Yeah,
I want to approach the dome and be like, what? Is it soundproof or can you hear me?
you don't know.
Okay. I want to walk up to him and want to be like, what the fuck are you doing?
And he kind of There's a look of confusion on his face. Then he kind of puts a hand up to his ear, and then you hear him say,
Slump thinks that he's saying, "What was that?" So Slump puts his face up to the dome, like literally imagine like those fucking filter fish on the inside of fish tanks. He's squishing his face as hard as he can into the dome and just going.
I'm kind of like doing the pantomiming to Slump. I'm sorry.
And then you hear him say, and he pulls out the sword and he starts just kind of hammering at the dome rather than trying to drive it through like he's been doing. He like takes a couple really pointed slashes right at you guys, and then he turns and rides away.
Wow, what a baby.
I'm like, come back!
Slump peels his face off the dome.
Well, not sure how that went.
Didn't go well.
Did he get angrier?
Okay, so have we established that he's going to be back in an hour to do the same thing again?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, I want to turn around. Okay, we need a fucking whiteboard.
I'm gonna go grab a bunch of sheets and some paint.
Okay, we meet back in an hour.
Be right back.
Okay.
Okay, you guys want to like go get some like things to write on and things to write with?
Yeah, ink wells, pens, and paper.
Okay, roll.
We have a wizard. Can't he just do that? Sure. Come on. What the fuck are you good for?
I mean, hey. Oh wait, we did rest, didn't we? Have my spell slots.
Yeah,
back,
you got everything back.
But I mean, sending is a level something spell, right? I can't just spam it.
That's true.
That's
Not a
right.
cantrip
Yeah,
kind of thing.
exactly. Not a cantrip. Yep.
No, just use fucking paper. Here, like,
All
go right
Okay,
here.
but hear me out. Okay, hear me out though. It's not a paladin spell, but do I have message?
You do in your
hold on.
what level is message?
Message is tiny. It's like a level 3 warlock, I want to say.
Message.
Bard,
Because-
sorcerer, wizard. Well, different classes get it at different times. That's weird.
Okay. Well, you know what? It's a tiny little one. You don't know it, but your gun does.
And my gun takes spell slots. Are you kidding me? God, I hate
Yeah.
this so much. Okay, we need paper, I guess. Fuck.
Everybody trying to save those damn spell slots.
It is a cantrip. All right, message is a cantrip.
It is.
Message is a cantrip, 100%.
Wow.
That's why I was
Didn't know
like,
that.
Oh wow, that seems OP.
Yeah.
Point your
Well,
finger
no,
towards a creature
message-
within range.
message
Whisper a
only-
message.
yeah, message only works one way. They can return it. However, you have to be within eyesight, and you have to be within like 100 feet. So it's only like if you're in the same room, sort of thing.
If you're in the
Alright.
same
A
room,
bunch of shit blocks it.
okay, and it's one way.
They can send a 5-word response if I want to rule it, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, it just says reply in a whisper that only you can hear. So it's just like a brain conversation between just two people.
Okay, yeah. If it's a fucking cantrip, then yeah, you can definitely just fucking. I guess you are going to have to shoot yourself in your head with your crossbow in order for your gun to use this spell.
That
sorry,
follows.
what?
That tracks.
You
Yeah.
just like you're gonna have to load like a message bolt into your gun, right? And then shoot yourself in the face.
That's faith right there.
Yep.
Like
Divine magic is
wait,
stupid.
like every time?
Yeah, like every time you cast it, you have to shoot yourself in the face with your gun.
I feel like I'm being debated hard right now.
Let's put it this way: if you could shoot him in the face to send the message, that would work, but it's not going to go through the dome.
The end of a conversation, his face just looks like a magical fucking porcupine.
Does it still cost the spell slot whenever I use my gun?
No, if it's a cantrip, then it does not cast a spell slot.
Oh,
Yeah,
God
sending
damn it.
is a
I want to
slot,
start
message is
crying and I
not.
want to start loading a bolt.
Yeah.
During the hour, can I go to the tower?
Yep.
And like just see what the fuck that's about?
Yeah, so the tower is completely unguarded. Oh, wait, no, sorry. One Baylor did come back. So 10 left for the army. One came back with the full retreat. And it's standing guard, but you guys are kind of a known entity, so.
What sort of condition does he look like? Like, are we inferring from his return that the rest are dead, or just that the rest are still out there, but they needed someone to come back?
The rest are dead. He looks fucked up. He looks like his armor is twisted and bent. Half the helmet is blasted off, and you can see the kind of demonic Balrog beneath it, kind of thing. It looks really fucked up. It does still have the orb on its shoulder, so it has these like each of them had an orb on their shoulder. This one still has its orb on its shoulder, but the rest of it looks beat to fucking shit.
Cool. And it's like it knows me. I can just like wave and go in, or
I mean, you don't know. You assume that, yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just go normally, but they're scary, and if he like, rattles a spear at me, I'll be like, all right, cool, just kidding.
Yeah,
but otherwise, I'll just go inside.
Yeah, so as you approach the tower, it does kind of move and just kind of step in your way. It's not super threatening, but it is kind of saying, this way is closed.
Oh. Hey, big guy, can I see Raisko? Is there like a side door, or did he go somewhere else? I don't know if you can talk. Like nod, yes, no.
When you say Raisko, it steps to the side and lets you pass.
Oh, totes, thanks, buddy. And I just go in.
Yeah, you absolutely make your way into the tower, and it's a nasty scene in there. The city guard has all been turned into the militia. They're all army now. There's a lot of broken and bleeding bodies in here. A lot of people are in rough shape. They're being healed up slowly, and not by anyone that you can see. They're just kind of sitting there and slowly getting better. And you make your way.
Feel any like magical effects? Like, is Ula just fucking AoE healing her everything in the dome, or like everything in the tower, or something like that?
Yeah. Why don't you roll plus intelligence plus 2 for kind of an arcana check.
I don't know what my intelligence. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Yep, with an 18. You're not super familiar with divine magics, but you get the sense that Weave is moving, and the way that their wounds are healing, this does look like, kind of like a mass cure wounds spell. That, like, you assume that's exactly what it is. Ula must be doing some sort of massive fucking god tier mass heal spell that is literally healing everyone that you're seeing.
Sweet. I guess in short, I want to try not to vomit at the gross broken bodies.
Yep.
Get to Raisko. Make sure that we finished that teleportation circle thing that we were working on together, or if there are any final touches that it needs.
Yep. It is completely ready to go. You guys kind of put your heads together and you finished it that first day, and all you need to do now is step on it and he'll fucking zip zap zoop you guys over there.
Okay, cool. And then I guess I just, for a sec, I just want to like pick his brain to see if he knows what the fuck is going on. Hey, did you guys do the big bubble thing? Like, is that?
Oh yeah,
that Ula's
that's
thing?
Ula. She's going to keep us all safe from Jared.
Oh, neat. Like, are you guys just doing normal stuff?
Well, we are kind of holding on to our super powerful spells in case the dome comes down. But let me tell you this. If the dome comes down, I don't think we're really going to be all that much use. If Jared's here, that's kind of game over.
I mean, totes. So hey, if that happens, maybe you just go through the portal and we'll hook up with you on the other side. Don't be dead, please.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I'll go get Ula, I'll take her to the circle, and we'll both go through the circle, and we can meet you on the other side.
Do you know any other teleportation circles that are currently up? that we could go, maybe other places, because Jared's going to go back to that one. So, I mean, it's a good sort of temporary situation, but not, maybe options are good.
Oh no, we can. We've got many teleportation circles set up all over Hayland. They're probably got, not all that well protected anymore now that Jared's in here. But we can go anywhere else that we've got some. There's a mage college, kind of in the southern area of the province. That one's probably still standing because Jared came from the north.
Do you have any that are near the Free City?
Near the Free City. There's a small village, I think, that has one kind of close to the Free City.
Because I think if everything goes sideways, tits up, that might be sort of a neutral ground. Maybe we could hide out.
Oh, the Free City's pretty dangerous there. They've got, no law.
Not Jared dangerous, though, and I don't think he would, check there. And, they're pretty tough guys, so might be some defense.
Roll plus charisma.
Okay. I don't have anything that can make this better. Nope, I sure don't.
I don't think I really feel safe going to the Free City. I'm just going to maybe go to the Mage College in the south of Hayland.
Okie dokie. I mean, I just don't want you to be Mr. Brave Archmage boy and shoot the fireballs and then Jared smushing and you're dead because I like you bunches.
Oh, no. I'll definitely escape in time. Of course, I'm Raisko. I'm the Archmage. I'll totally take Ula, too.
Okie dokie. So the thing with Ula, I'm pretty sure Jared is only here for her.
I'm not so sure about that. I kind of heard this story through the grapevine that somebody started a war and then went to his place and blew up his room and then burned his book and smashed all of his belongings. And I think that got him really upset.
Man, how would somebody do all of that stuff in a day?
It's pretty crazy. But if someone
would have to be a super powerful wizard to zip all around the world like that.
Super powerful wizard.
Was it you?
Well, here's the thing. I'm pretty good at scrying, and I wanted to make sure my friend Yake was okay. So I took a peek. Every now and then, I saw some things. I don't need to say anything, Yake. This can be our little secret, but I think when Jared gets in, it's not going to be a secret for very long.
Well, I guess all the cards are on the table, buddy.
Hey, I've got Jared's kind of a dick, so I don't really have a problem with blowing up his stuff, but he's really, really upset now, and I'm just saying, if he's here for you, I mean, I won't tell anybody. He's probably here for Ula, right?
I mean, if you took a little peek, maybe you saw that we did some digging. And since you know the things you know, I can probably tell you that he's totally here for Ula. I mean, he's way mad at me. I confess, totes. You know the big, weird stretchy dudes with the sticks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that I had, released their eternally imprisoned souls and made them super happy, but apparently they're just mad and they're still here, so that was my bad.
Well, actually, I've got something kind of interesting to talk about with that front.
Wait, did you see that part?
What I know, I mean, I saw you breaking the dolls, but here's the thing. When Yared conquered Izo for the first time, he had tens of thousands of Malam Ghul. Why would he only bring 100 this time? Why would he not bring all the thousands? Unless he didn't have access to them anymore.
I mean, maybe. I will totally take credit for that, but he also could have just sent them somewhere else to murder a whole bunch of other people.
Super possible, but if he knows he's going against Ula, he probably would have brought them all, you'd think.
I mean, maybe. Is Ula, like, super powerful? Is she going to give him a run for his butt?
Oh, yeah. Trust me, he's not in because he can't get in. No, it's all right. He's not in because he can't get in, not because he doesn't want to get in. Ula's holding him back.
I think that sentence made sense. No, I got it. I got it. So, but like, what if Ula is super powerful? Why doesn't she just be like, "Hey, I'm going to make a door for just Jared," and they like super duke it out, and she beats him up, and then it's all done.
Well, probably because Jared would give Ula a run for her money too. She's not really much of a fighter. She's more of like a healer. I don't think the fight would go very well.
So, you were kind of keeping track. Did you see a like wizard samurai man that was with us ever?
Well, there was this one part where I thought I saw him, and then he was gone. I didn't really get a good look at him.
So, if we could find that dude, and Ula and Jared were like, punch, fight, he would totally pop in and be like, boop, and then Jared would be dead. But I don't know how to fucking find him. We sent a spell. Wait, he was with us when we like were asking about the spell fizzling, right?
That's right, yep. And he said he didn't, like it shouldn't do that.
I have to comment on how Jake is slowly turning in Swedish again.
God damn it! I found a comfortable spot.
They could like totally go out into the field and just dookie it out.
God damn it.
I'm sorry, I had to.
It's my archmage accent. It's very contagious.
I know, I tried to pull away from the Dracula for a while, but it was very difficult to talk so slow. I thought I found the safe middle ground, but apparently I just sound like I'm some weird Nordic bro, so fuck it. Right?
Hey, that's okay. Slump likes the way you talk
I
all
like
the time.
Yeah, we're
No,
pro.
Slump likes it more.
Okie
Shut
dokie,
your
so
mouth.
anyway.
You want me to try to find him?
I mean, like, if you could, I don't know. That was the dude we were talking about sending the messages to, but they were all like, gobble, 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 nothing made sense. So if we could find him, he would be like, poof, bam, done.
All right, I can take it. I saw him for just a moment. I'm sure I can use it and just take a quick little scry on him.
I mean, check it. So, like, here's the rule. I mean, like, we know how scrying works. We're both super cool wizards.
Oh, yeah.
So here's this stuff. And I'll just sort of, like, describe all of the, like, abilities I've seen him use and give him a little more information. And I think I'll tell him his name, too, because that's a really important one for scrying.
I was wondering, yep.
I don't think I should, but it's really important for scrying.
It is.
I think it would help right now. So.
Okay, yep. That was going to be my exact question is, are you giving him the name Azar?
I'll say it funny, so he's not sure how it's spelled, and I'll say I'm not sure how it's spelled either.
There we go.
His name is Asar.
That's all.
I scry. It's this really lewd porn dude. He's doing some really crazy Asar the Ass Man. I think they call him.
Does he have a samurai sword?
Well, his doinker
that's
is kind
him.
of shaped like one.
Oh, dang.
I think it's a transmogrification spell on his doinker.
Well, get him here, and I guess he and Ula can really go at it and just take Jared on, just 2-on-1.
All right, now I'm going to look for the real guy now.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Um,
But yeah, I'll tell him his fucking name.
okay. Rysco kind of closes his eyes and he puts his hands up at his forehead. What anime is that where they kind of have their hands spread, all 5 fingers right next to their...
Naruto.
Is that Naruto when
Digimon?
See, I was thinking it was going to be like Tien's fucking the Flash.
yeah, it's like Tien's
move
Flash,
from
yeah.
Dragon Ball Z.
Don't they do that in Sailor Moon too when they transform? Doesn't Sailor Moon do that right near her forehead?
Fucking probably.
Probably, right? I'm thinking more like the Sailor Moon style, ha, kind of thing. Very, very Tien as well. They both do the same thing. Wow. I think I found a hidden link. Anyways, he kind of holds up his hands and he says, "Scry ha!" And he opens his eyes really wide.
I'm copping that. That's mine. I'm yelling the name of all my moves now.
And you see his like bright blue eyes, and then they very quickly go black and explode, and he goes flying backwards.
His eyes explode?
Yep.
What the fuck?
And he goes flying backwards, and he smacks his head on the wall. And he gets up and says, "Oh, my eyes hurt really bad."
Okay, buddy, you're gonna hold my hands and
my
just
eyes
not
hurt
think about
really
what happened.
bad.
And we're going to Ula like right now.
What happened
and I'm just
to my
gonna
eyes?
I'm gonna use my bubble, I guess. No, I can't. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep pressure on his eye holes, and we're going to Ula. See if I can heal myself.
So when his eyes exploded, it wasn't necessarily all that gory, actually. I realized as I described this, you guys were probably imagining like eye goop and blood. It was more like firecrackers popping and smoke.
Still pretty gross.
Still gross.
I blinded my
And he kind of holds your hand and he says, "Ula's not taking any visitors. We won't be able to get in. She's closed the portal to her chamber."
But I mean, you're like super cool. You're the Archmage. She's got to open it for you. She's got to fix your eyeballs.
I don't even know how I could contact her. She's like really focusing right now.
Knock on the door really loud.
So you guys kind of go up the spiral staircase and you get to the room that Miss Silver kind of watches over. She was the one who asked you all the questions, and there was the portal beside her that took you up the tower. So you get up there, and Miss Silver is still standing there, but the portal is closed. She says, "Yes, hello."
Hey,
what?
I know that like you're busy and stuff, but Raisko, the Archmage, your Archmage, a super cool guy. His eyes just went poof because he was trying to do some stuff. We need to fix his eyeballs.
That's not good. Well,
Nope.
Ula's busy right now. Maybe take him to a doctor? His eyes seem to be exploded. I don't know if a doctor can help with that.
Nope, that's why we're here, and he is super important. There are like secret
I'm not really
plans,
that
and we're helping
important.
Ula.
No, I'm not really that important. There's
Hey,
lots of other
how about you
things.
shut your fucking face? You're like the best dude ever. This is not the time for modesty, Mr. Master Wizard. Hey, Portal Lady, look at all this shit. This is this dude. He's like super powerful wizard. Get us in that shit.
I mean, it's really hard to talk to Ula right now. She's kind of in a state. I don't know that we can really. I mean, I can try to go talk to her.
I mean, could you just open the shit?
I mean, I'll open it and I'll go through and I'll go talk to her and I'll see if she's taking visitors. And she
Is that like healing thing effect like in effect up here, or do I not know?
You feel it, so it is in effect, and it's his eyes are not growing back. They're like still kind of smoking a little bit. And she kind of takes out a little fucking Harry Potter wand and taps the portal archway, and this blue portal kind of fills it in. And she says, "All right, now don't follow me. I'm gonna have to go in myself."
I super want to follow you. Are you sure?
Do. I'm
Can I
very
like
sure.
put him in there? Can I just be like, "Oops, he fell," and push him in?
That would be really bad.
Will he be dead?
I mean, he won't be dead, but Ula probably won't help him at that. Ula might. I mean, I can't tell you what Ula would do, but just.
Well, I
wait
know
for
what
it.
Ula
I'll
would do.
talk.
She doesn't heal her. He doesn't heal the Archmage. She's a big old poop. Hurry up,
Okay,
go
I
fast.
understand. Yes. And she passes through the portal, and it closes quite quickly right after she leaves, kind of thing. And she's gone for like 10 minutes. You guys just sitting there.
I think at like 30 seconds, I'm gonna start talking to Rice. Gonna be like, "Okay, hey buddy, I don't really know how health potions work. Can I like put them in your eye holes? Is that okay?"
I don't think that would really be the thing to do. I don't.
Do you want
if
to
I
drink
could,
them?
I could try
Would that
drinking
work?
one.
Okay, here. Don't
okay.
take Goldrick. I have two.
All right, I'll try. Hey, are these are
No, they're yours. I'm sorry.
yeah, I recognize the brew. All right. This one's cherry flavored. And he says, Oh, the pain's going away. It feels much better. I still can't see though. And the smoke stops coming out of his eyes, and you can see him kind of regain his strength, but the eyes do not grow back. They're just two smoking explosion holes in his face.
Ah, fuck it. God damn it. Okay.
And then 10 minutes later, I think once or twice, Raisko like gets up to leave. He's like, "This is really too much.
Sit your ass back down, Mr. Arch Wizard. I will poke you in your fucking empty eye holes. You're gonna get fixed."
All right. And then the portal opens up, and Miss Silver kind of comes out, and she says, "All right, Ula will kind of talk to you."
Okay, sweet. Let's go.
All right.
Tap, cheese it, lady.
Okay, you got it. I'm gonna come and get you after a while in case nothing's happening, because she can't be disturbed for very long.
Cool. Raisko's coming in too, right? Because he's the one who needs the eyeballs fixed. Okay, let's go.
She taps the portal again. It opens up, and you guys pass through. And we're gonna need a fucking music change. Because it's combat time. It's
What
not. It's
the
no.
fuck?
I'm just fucking with you.
I didn't want this to be a whole aside away from the party. I just wanted to help.
Sounds like the Hot Wings guys here.
For me, for my sins.
Yeah. So you get up there, and it feels weird. It feels like empty up here. Like you feel like you kind of empty a little bit when you step up here, and the wind is blowing fiercely as you realize the top of the tower has unfolded. That kind of upside down metal blossom in the roof has kind of separated, and all the walls have come down around it, and you're now 1,000 feet up on a couple square feet of stone, with Ula hovering about a foot off the ground with her hand stretched up, wielding the scepter of Saloon up in the air. And from the scepter is this thin line of light going up into the dome, which is now protecting the city.
Got it. I forgot what her voice was. I just remembered. Yo, Ula! I know you're probably like super concentrating, but he comes back every hour. It's only been like 10 minutes. You got 50 minutes. Let's go.
Oh, all right. What would you like to get from me?
Okie dokie. It's kind of hard to understand. Your voice is super cool and spooky though. So you know Raisko, your super awesome archmage. He was making sure that we had an escape plan in case things went bad. And when it was going on, his eyes went kapoof. I think Jared did it. Could you please heal him? That would be great.
What happened to his ooze?
I think he was trying to scry on Jared or something like that so that he could be like, oh, I know his plan and we're going to get him. And then he would...
Oh, that's no good. We'll try to heal him.
Don't, but like I said, he's going. Jared's going to come back like every hour. It's like a clockwork thing. He goes and charges up his super slash, and then he comes back. So you've got like, I don't know, 45 minutes maybe.
Don't worry, we'll get him.
Okie dokie.
And
I'll just kind of like lay Raisko down and back away.
And as you kind of lay Raisko down, you can see eyeballs start to weave themselves in his eyeball sockets. And he's like, oh no, this really feels weird. Oh no, this is
No,
a really
it's fine.
weird
No, dude,
feeling.
dude. It's okie dokie. I've done this a couple times. I have like made people and stuff. You're fine. It's weird at first, but they're gonna be right as rain. You're gonna have good eyeballs. They're gonna be so cool.
Ooh, what happened to his eyeballs? They're so hard to remove. Oh, what's happening?
The fuck am I listening
To
to?
remove his eyeballs. What happened to his eyeballs?
Nope, yeah, I got this. I got it.
His eyeballs.
Oh god, dude.
Can I
This is my
help?
fucking nightmare.
Can I help weave his eyeballs?
I think you try to kind of grab onto the weave to try to help it, and it's like the ink is hot. It's like you can't, when you try to help, it's almost like it burns your hands as you try to assist the weave. As you try to
eyeball ink?
Hot eyeball ink. Yeah, as you try to grab the ink, it's hot and you can't hold on to it very well. And it's kind of slipping past, and you see these kind of half-formed eyeballs trying to make their way into his head.
Ew!
And
if I take damage, can I just fucking bite it and try to help?
so it's kind of two things. It's like hot wax. It's like you try to grab it and it burns you, and when you try to tough it out, it kind of slips and kind of solidifies in your hand, and the rest runs past, and it's like you can't even weave it. It's so weird. It's like this almost impossible to weave style. You've never felt ink feel like this before. It's always felt like paint or milk or tar or silk in the different ways you've managed it, but it's never felt like hot wax that your hands pass through and that you can't grab, and when you do grab it, you lose the rest of the ink. So it's this totally, you know what? Okay, you know what? Let's let you roll for it. It's going to be an incredibly high DC. I'll say roll plus intelligence, and you're going to have to beat like 17 in order to do this. Is an incredibly challenging weave to attempt. Even Ula is having trouble at this point.
And like this, is this sort of like would Jake infer or be able to guess that this is like non-native planar ink, because I can't manipulate it like some of the other colored inks that I've tried where it would just pass right through and I couldn't touch it?
Roll the intelligence and I'll see what you can do and what you can glean. So if you fail the
Luck
17,
point.
Oh shit. Okay.
I marked it off.
Perfect. So then this is, your friend Raisko. He's a good guy, and you have this kind of commonality with this fascination with magic, and you care so much about helping him with this problem that kind of strong will, that desire, that inspiration is all it takes for you to muscle through and grab the ink faster than it can kind of solidify through your hands. And what you realize is happening is that his eyes were not just destroyed, they were cursed.
Oh my God.
And you are actively overcoming the curse in his eyes. Like, it shouldn't be doable. Even Ula wasn't able to do this. She was trying, but with all of her focus spent on the dome, she wasn't able to spare enough to overcome this curse on his eyes. But with your inspiration and your drive and your will, you are forcing this weave to work through the curse that has been put on his eyes. And sure enough, he's like, oh, this feels so, oh, I can see. Oh, it's all better now. And he looks at you, and his eyes are back, and his face still has like the blast marks around his eyeballs. So he just looks incredibly surprised all the time. Oh, it feels so much better.
Oh, fuck. I got you, buddy. That was hard.
Oh, Joke, you're such a good wizard. You did such a good job that you're going to hoof the loof while I try to protect the sutu.
Oh, no, Toads. You've got like 40 minutes and he's coming back and he's going to be kind of mad.
We've got to put more juice in the doom.
And the portal opens up to let you guys out.
Okay, never mind. I'll stop talking. Let's get fucking Raisko out of here.
Yeah, and he just kind of looks at you with this like unbelievably wide-eyed, dark outlined face. Oh, that was really bad. I saw something really bad.
Oh, wait, you actually saw something when you did this guy?
I did, for just one brief little moment. I saw...
I mean, hold on. Is your, tongue going to explode if you say it? Because I don't know.
That's a good fucking point. I don't really know.
Write it down, maybe.
I'll write it.
Don't do sending, because then maybe your brain will explode. I don't know.
I'll write it down with my left hand. So if my left hand blows up, that's okay.
Oh yeah, fuck Lefty. Don't need that shit.
Exactly. And so he kind of gets out a piece of paper and a quill and he starts drawing something, and it's really fucking like he's super right-handed. This is awful to try to understand. You know what? I'm gonna roll for him just to see what he can do.
Oh come on!
Let's see how
perfect.
good. Let's see how good he can draw it. It's a 4.
Oh no.
So it's like
Nice, good buddy.
here. I'll tell you know what? I'm gonna draw it for you on the.
Oh no! Jesus Christ! Shouldn't have said anything. This is super critical information. Now it's another puzzle.
You know what? Tell you what. I'm gonna draw it with my left hand.
Oh, it's a cat's butthole. There is the giant magic cat's butthole somewhere. What the fuck? Oh, it's. Yeah. Oh, come the fuck on.
Listen, I'm right-handed, okay? Fuck. Fuck, this is so hard. Holy shit. It's a right-handed
Squiggle?
mouse.
Oh, boys.
All right, no, hold on. I'll do it a little bit slower, all right? All right, so it's like this, right?
It's like
And then
okay.
that,
Is that like a triangle?
right?
Don't say. Don't like confirm.
like
Just,
that.
just confirm.
What
like
if,
links?
what if my, yeah, like links, exactly.
Okay, dokie. Are they all
Right?
supposed to be
And
weird
then-
triangles, or are some
and
of
then-
them circles?
No, all right, listen, I'm not that
Then
bad
there's
of a,
like a sideways wiener. Is that
No,
another link, or is it
hold on.
isolated? Okay,
it's like all of them are the same thing. Oop, that one's a little bit big. That one's a, oh, my accent's changing. I'm drawing so bad. My accent's
No, I
changing.
understand. It's okay. Sometimes you're thinking of stuff and you start to talk too quick, and then it floats, and you're like, okay, dokie.
So that's kind of what I saw. It's kind of like that.
So I'm going to draw a version of it too, and you can just like correct it. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Oh, the
This
number
one looks
doesn't
like a
really
wiener.
matter. The number
Okay.
doesn't really matter. It was, you pretty much guessed it.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then is there one that connects this part right here in the top, or is it like a U?
It's more like just a whole bunch of them all connected together.
Oh, it's like a big old chain of stuffs.
Yes, that's it. Ooh, my head didn't blow up.
Oh, that's good. Oh shit.
Yes,
What
that's,
would okay? Well, what were the chain bits made of? Because it is not like charcoal marks on the page.
it's hard to tell. Not metal.
Were they like flat? Were they made of like a sea of energy, or was it like I don't know, wood, cloth, or something?
A sea of energy is probably the closest kind of that I could guess.
So there were like big whirly gigs or like torus knots of like energy juice, just all linked together.
Yes, exactly.
Neat. And the number was like a whole bunch. It was not specific. It wasn't. Like
That's right, a
5
whole
and then
bunch.
Weird long wiener one. Okay.
That's right, just a whole bunch of them. It was a lot of chains. There, my head didn't
Neat.
explode.
It's good. That's good. Okay. Were these like this? Was there a banana for scale, or did you just like look at it and avoid and you weren't quite sure?
I couldn't see anything around it. It was just a lot of chains.
Neat. Like laying flat or hanging off a thing?
Like piled up.
Oh. Okie dokie.
I don't really understand it.
And this was when you were trying to find the dude who I'm not going to say the name of because I don't want my brain to explode?
That's right. I looked
Neat.
for him specifically and I saw a big pile of chains.
And you felt like you got it. You're like, oh, that's him. Oh, just kidding. It's chains. Now I can see.
Well, what I got was, oh, that's, and then my eyes exploded.
Okie dokie.
So there wasn't really much time for realization. My eyes exploded pretty much immediately.
Cool. So you remember the thing where I said if shit goes sideways, you take the teleporter out? You said you're going to go to the mage college, right?
That's right, the Southern Mage College.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna make a note of that. I'm super sorry I blew up your eyeballs. I hope you're okay.
Well,
I'm
you
gonna
also
go
you
do
also
some-
gave them back, and so you know what? No harm, no foul.
Sweet, even Stevens and stuff, right?
Exactly.
Okie dokie. Maybe you should like take a nap or something. I don't know. I've never had magic eyeballs put back in.
Me neither. I'll probably take a nap. That's probably a good idea, and definitely never look at that person again.
Yep, just oh, okay. Okay, bye. This was
All right.
this was fun, I guess.
Yep.
Kind of. I
It
don't
was interesting at the least.
Okay, and then just fuck all that. Sorry that took so long.
No, yeah.
No, that was good.
Awesome, don't worry.
That was good information.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know that in the process of trying to send Jared a message, your eyeballs exploded. His eyeballs exploded.
In the process of trying to look for Azar, it was where did Azar go?
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
In the description of the injury, I sort of lost what the initial
Really
attempt
focus on
was
the
for.
eyeball.
I was just too busy focusing on the mental image of fucking eyeballs exploding in someone's head and
Yep.
turning into ghostly fucking ash marks.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. So basically,
What the fuck?
yeah, when he tried to look where Azar was, he saw a pile of chains, and his eyes exploded with a very, very nasty curse.
Jesus, does Jake like relay that to us?
Oh shit, yeah. I guess whenever I get back after that, because that probably took a while.
Yeah, that took a little while.
For
Yeah.
whatever you guys. Yeah, I'll get back, and if you aren't already talking to Jared, I'll relay the message that I tried to hook up with Riceco. We have the teleportation circle like ready, and he also has other ones. So if we want to dip to multiple places, we can, including the one that goes like to his death whisper final oopsie place.
Breath of the
Breath
Dying.
of the Dying. There it is.
Final
my
oopsie.
my oopsie doodle. We can go there or a bunch of other places. And then I tried to look for Azar, and that it hurt. I don't want to specify the blew up his eyeballs. I will not live that down if I say that to Goldrick. And in looking for Azar, Riceco got hurt. He got cursed, and we like uncursed him. So, oh yeah, like I don't know if it was some kind of like protection that Azar had, or if he's like captured and someone is keeping him in the cage, or like what. But somehow when Riceco gave him the peak, the curse was like bam and got him in the eyeballs, and we had to be like, oh no, fight the curse and all that stuff. And he's okay now.
Well, Slump thinks that it's probably that he's captured and being tortured to death. Because
Oh yeah,
he
and I'll
said-
explain the chains. Sorry.
Yeah, because he said that to come and meet him, and then he just sort of said, come to the city and I'll know when you're there. And that would mean that he probably would expect us to maybe send him a message. And Slump thinks his answering machine message is probably not explode your fucking literal eyeballs. So Slump's gonna go ahead and guess that he's been captured and currently being tortured to death.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yup.
I guess next stop missed. But first, let's stop these countries from killing each other.
Wait, next stop, what do you mean next stop
Strong,
missed?
Well, next stop, we should go and rescue Azar.
Well, do we know where what direction he is?
Well, he just went into the mist to find Ramadan in above. Yeah, but
Oh yeah.
I don't know
yeah.
whereabouts. And
Yeah, that's fair. Well,
we could ask. We could ask the
if
zombies.
Azar, the super samurai, right? Follow me through this.
Yep.
If Azar, the super samurai,
Right.
is currently probably being captured and tortured to death,
Mm-hmm.
do we really? You think we can just stroll in there and be like, "Hey, Azar, come on out"?
Probably.
Well.
No, I would like to re-emphasize the fact that I have these teleportation circles that can lead us to a bunch of places, most of which are safe, while the war sort of like does its thing, and then it's over, and then we can leave.
But we gotta get everybody in a room. Like, we gotta do our whole quest. Maybe we just gotta charge in.
Okay. Well, hear me out. I have an idea.
Okay.
I have an idea, but I need to see if this works first. Okay. And I want to get out my crossbow,
Yep.
and I want
I flinch
to,
reactively.
and I want to shoot myself in the fucking face.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then-
you're using sending
Message.
or message. Yeah.
I just
No,
wanna,
Goldrick,
I
don't
just
give
wanna
up.
test it.
There's always hope.
Ah! And then I want to send a message to Slump, and just like I'm looking at him, eyes wide. Can you hear me?
Yeah?
Cool.
What? What are you?
That fucking hurt.
Hold on before you go.
Yeah.
Watch this. This is that time that I tried to fit an apple in my bum. Hold on. Let me pull up this memory for you.
Oh God!
There you
Oh
go.
no!
High definition.
Oh God!
Look at that.
That's not how this works. But why is it working? I hang up.
Slump is now just sort of giggling to himself without reason.
Galdrick's kind of crying to himself out loud.
With a reason.
So when you shot yourself with the crossbow, the bolt went into your face, but then basically as soon as it pierced the skin, it kind of peeled backwards in just kind of holy energy. So you don't have a bolt sticking out of your face. It kind of magically disintegrated itself into the spell.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And you guys are waiting for Jared to show up?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to talk to Jared at least.
Yeah, he shows up. And
I'm gonna put out the sheets and paint I brought, so that's there if if we need it.
Yeah.
Okay. So as soon as I see Jared, I want to put my hands in the air, same exact thing, and be like, "Wait!" I want to pull out the crossbow, and then I'm gonna point it at my head, like in a dramatic pause, and see if he does anything.
Like as you point it at your head, like he kind of rides up to the dome, and as you lift your hands up, he doesn't break stride. And as you you kind of show that you're surrendering, he hops off his horse and pulls up his sword and kind of points it at the dome and is ready to drive it in. Then you point the crossbow at your head, and he kind of stops and lowers his sword down, and he kind of like raises his hand like a what?
and then I pull the trigger.
The weird thing, he doesn't even blink when you do.
I was gonna ask.
He
That
just
guy's a hard ass motherfucker.
unbreaking stare directly into your eyes as you shoot yourself in your head.
Oh my God.
I want to shoot, and I imagine the scene from Star Trek when he's running and he keeps getting inoculated right at the beginning, where he keeps the doc keeps shooting him in the leg. He's like, ah, stop
Oh,
it!
yeah. Yep.
That's, I imagine Galdrick has that exact face every time he shoots himself with the message.
Yep.
Ah! And then I want to look at Jared and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Why?
And you get back. I am going to destroy you and everybody in there, and I'm going to tear down Ula's godforsaken tower and cut her head off.
God damn it, I load another bolt and I shoot myself again. Ah! Why? We were just fighting together. We were on the same team.
Do you have to shoot yourself in the head every time?
I load as another bolt and I shoot myself in the head. Yes!
All right, well, how many words do I get to respond with every...
God damn it. Come on!
Ula is controlling Mist. You destroyed home.
Okay, I'll load another bolt.
Yep.
I'm going to do it again. I'm going to say... Ula control. Wait, I don't have a limit. Ula's controlling the mist. What? First off, secondly, we kind of destroyed the home a little bit, but that was because, and I want to look at him with wide-eyed at this moment. That's because Azar told us to.
Oh my God.
Ah, okay. So you're gonna need to roll plus charisma for that one, because that's a naughty no lie.
Okay, so hold on a second. That's kind of a naughty no lie, but in essence, Galdrick is telling the truth in his eyes, because he told us to get Jared to this place by any means necessary.
Ooh.
Huh. Oh, you know what? You know what? That's fair. I'm okay with that justification.
I'm okay with rolling the charisma, but I want you that Galdrick believes it's the truth.
Yeah, no, I think, well, okay, so, well, No, that's just a fact. You're not trying to persuade him one way or another. You're just stating a fact that is not a lie. So you know what? I don't think there's a charisma roll for it. That's just a statement of fact.
Yeah.
You get back. Ula is enemy. Azar is enemy.
God damn, I loaded another one. Azar is enemy?
Azar stopped me from destroying Mist. Azar is enemy.
I load another one. Azar, okay, listen. Let's be honest. Between you and me, Ula's kind of fucking batshit. So if you want us to open the back door for you, I might help you there. But I disagree. I think Azar saved your life. I think the Mist is a lot more powerful than any of us. I think Mist is real enemy here.
Isn't the mist his like? Oh no, he didn't confirm if the mist was like the leftovers of his buddy, but that was kind of a theory, right?
Yeah, that was the theory.
That was the theory. Yep, exactly. Okay. You're telling him that the Mist is the real enemy?
Yeah,
And
I'm
that
saying Mist
Azar
is real
saved
enemy.
him?
In that we think that Azar saved him.
Yeah.
And that after I know, you know what? Just to add in, I'm gonna just to clarify it. I'm gonna load another bolt and shoot myself fucking again. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna fucking get out a bolt at this point, really imbue it, and just stab it in my fucking temple, and just be like, okay, I think I'm good. Listen. So, listen. Between you and me, Ula's a little fucking batshit. We have our own theories on that. Okay. But listen, hear me out. You yourself said the mist was different. The mist was acting strange. Okay. After we spoke to Azar, he concurs that something is amok. All right. He sent us to get you, which is why we kind of set your room on fire. Sorry about that. That was
you left a note saying that I had to come to these stones, and you know that if we meet, that's the end of the world, right?
Okay, now here's where I'm gonna go with the deceptive roll. I'm gonna say, I talked to Azar. That's not necessarily true. And I wanted to like try to sell it like maybe I know something that he doesn't.
Okay. Roll charisma for the deception check.
Okay. Big Daddy. Oh, come on!
Oh.
I saw it hit the 12.
Yeah, I saw it hit the 12. I thought you were golden, but
we have to say we're going to assist before the roll happens, right?
It's not gonna make a difference.
I don't think
We're
you
gonna
can
get an
hear
8.
this. It's like a brain conversation,
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is.
I imagine they just see me and him pantomiming like crazy back and forth.
Yeah, exactly.
gesturing,
Yeah, just like Galdrick constantly reloading a new bolt, plunk, reloading a new bolt, plunk, and then at one point just jams a bolt inside his head so that they can have this uninterrupted conversation. By the way, you will take 5 points of damage for that. Because I like the idea of just having the two-way conversation, but I do think that this one hurt.
Okay, that's fine.
And he says, all I know is that the mist looks so similar, and it's destructive, and we had to destroy it last time, and we have to destroy it this time. And if I was somewhat of a match for it back then, I am more than a match for it now. And you would destroy my place and then run back to Rena. Run back to Ula, who I think I know is controlling the mist. I think you're in it together. And the fact that Azar would protect the mist, and Ula has always been Azar's favorite. I know that. I think you're all working together. I don't know why Azar isn't here. I'm assuming he bit off more than he could chew. But I am destroying this city. I am killing you for burning my diary. I had a lot of important notes in there.
Oh, fucking cry me a river about your goddamn diary. Okay.
I had the phone number of a very nice gentleman who I thought we had a lot, and now I don't remember his number anymore because I could put it in my diary. Now that's gone. Now how am I supposed to contact him now? Now there's no way to know.
Well,
and
then he didn't like you. I knew him, and he thought you smelled like cheese.
I'm going to tear you limb from
listen,
limb.
okay, we're getting off track.
I'm going to kill you slowly.
We're getting off track. Listen, don't do that. Okay, first off, you don't stand a chance. Okay, you know why?
Why?
Because we're like the main characters. Anyways, listen, it's gonna be a hard fight, and one of us is probably gonna die, likely you. But I don't want that to happen. Okay, listen. Let's put down the testosterone for a second. I'm not used to having that. That's weird. Now,
Why you keep talking about your dick and your genitals and your hormones, and it's so weird. It's so weird to hear you talk about that. I don't understand that whatsoever.
Okay, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. Okay, even Azar didn't fucking believe us when we tried to tell him. Okay, he didn't fucking believe me, so I'm not gonna bother going into it. All right, but listen, isn't Azar the whole reason why this world even exists today?
I don't know what role Azar. Well, I mean, he's the reason that we have the provinces. He's the reason I have my power. But that's been a long time. I think he's gone demented with all the time he's spent wandering around, doing whatever he does, hanging out with Ula, who absolutely is batshit crazy.
God, why are you so paranoid? Yeah, she's a little fucking crazy. I kind of want to like try to find some middle ground.
Yeah.
It'd be like, yeah, she's a little fucking.
Then why are you hiding in her city?
You think I can get through this? And I want to bang on the fucking dome. You think I can get to the other side? I'm kind of stuck here.
All right, don't worry. Let me open a door for you.
Oh, that'd be swell.
And he charges up the sword, and you see those kind of black tendrils come out of the sword again and start wrapping around the Malam Ghoul that are currently standing beside him.
Yes.
And you see they don't drop dead, but they lean very heavily onto their staffs. And his sword grows much bigger, and he drives the point into the dome, and he starts screaming in rage as a tiny point of flame pierces through the dome.
I want to be like cheering him on as if I'm on his side to maybe try to, not have him murder me when he gets to the side.
Yeah.
I want to be like, yeah, you're doing it, get me out of here.
And then he pulls the sword back, and those the two Malam Ghul standing right next to him, they are very drained. They are clearly trying to not look very weakened, but their entire body weight is supported by their staffs at this point. And he says, I'll be back in about an hour, and I will cut you a door.
And then we can go, and then, you know what? We should kill Ula together.
Why did you destroy everything that I own? Do you understand what you did by destroying those dolls?
No, I don't. First off, and that wasn't me, and I will kind of like point a finger, like hiding kind of, and I want to point it at Jake.
Yeah.
That wasn't me, buddy.
Then I'll just kill him.
That's no, don't kill him. Make him like I'll handle it. I'll talk to him.
I want a pound of flesh.
I look at Slump. Not a problem.
Is Slump within hearing distance?
This is just in their brains.
Okay, never mind. Yep.
Listen. Okay, so again, the whole reason we did that is because Azar told us to get your attention. We didn't know where the fuck you went, man. By the way, kind of a dick move having us go with you to go kill this giant fucking Androsphinx, and then you just up and disappear while it's still alive.
Listen,
some honorable fucking warrior you are. Had to throw that in.
I was going to kill that thing if it wasn't for Azar.
No, you weren't. That thing was gonna fucking kill you.
I had that thing. I was cleaving it down. Azar stopped me from destroying it.
Then why did you disappear?
Because Azar attacked me when I was not expecting it. Also, he's kind of strong.
There. All he did was block your attack.
It looked like attacking to me. Pretty sure he kicked me in the shins when you weren't looking. He threw sand in my eyes.
His little brother came in and took the controller. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
He was looking on my screen. He was cheating.
Oh my God.
You
I
saw
hate
my
this game
inputs.
so much. I never thought I'd miss the fucking other world, but I miss the other world right now. This is fucking driving me nuts. Listen, okay, listen. But what I'm saying is we can talk about this. I think this has been a gigantic misunderstanding. That's all I'm trying to say. Are you willing to
tell you
open to
what.
that concept a little bit? That maybe this is just a huge misunderstanding.
Maybe. I'll tell you what, though. I'm going to break a hole in this dome. And my Malam Ghul are going to slaughter everyone in the town. And you and me are going to have a discussion. And if you're serious about killing Ula, then we can do that. And I will forgive you for what you've done after we kill Ula. If you turn on me for 1 second, I won't hesitate to feed you to my sword.
Yeah. Listen. One thing I want to get across very clearly, okay? You say you're going to murder everybody in the town, right?
Every last living soul.
I assume that he's inclining all the innocent people as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just take him out of the city.
I not gonna lie, my mans. I thought you were an honorable warrior.
I am honorable, and this is justice.
You're a coward, and I end the connection.
Ooh. He
risky.
turns and he cuts down one of the Malam Ghul with his sword.
Oh my God.
With one swipe, just chops the guy down. Buries the sword about halfway through the body. And then kind of puts his foot on the Malam Ghul's chest and just kind of kicks him off his sword. And I've wipes the blood off his sword, sheaths it, gets on his horse and rides back.
Oh man. How'd it go?
That could have gotten. That's good. That's good. He wants to go out for lunch tomorrow.
Oh, great. Well, problem
Are
solved.
you lying to Slump?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So here's what's going to kind of run down. I'll try to give you the quick little summary. So he's mad at Jake for burning down his diary and his room and his dolls.
I feel like the diary wasn't really part of the.
He actually, swear to God, he brought up the diary like 4 times.
No, but I mean of Jake's. I mean, anyway.
That's fine. It's fine. So, number 2, he's a paranoid as shit. He thinks that Ula's controlling the mist, which between us, I don't see as being impossible. Let's be honest. She's kind of crazy.
Yeah, Slump agrees.
Yeah.
Mm.
And he thinks that Ula is Azar's favorite.
Oh.
So he's jealous little brother there. And I tried speaking to the honorable warrior in him, and he says that pretty much this is honor, and this is justice, and he's gonna murder every last living soul in the town.
Oh, well, that's
Not just like, oh, I'm gonna come from Ula, I'm gonna take my prize. No, he wants to murder everything.
Why does everybody suck?
Yeah.
I don't know. Also, he got pissed off that whole thing at the end right there. I said, I told him, I thought he was an honorable warrior, and he was like, I am honorable. Ah! And then I called him a coward, and then he killed one of his own guys.
Oh
boy.
my God, Team John.
What point proven? Am I right? Am I right? You're a coward. Nah. Kills one of his own men who can barely stand on his own 2 feet. Wow, way to prove my point.
Okay. Oh, got him. Guess we'll just die laughing now.
Oh no, don't worry. We're getting the hell out of here.
Oh. Okay. Well,
It's just,
well,
Okay, I
happy
have
to
an
hear
idea.
that at the very least.
Okay, I have an idea. What we need to do is we need to make a town that looks identical to the town, and then they're all going to ride into the town, ready to kill the town, but it's actually a fake town.
how will we get them to turn towards it? Because I like it.
Jake?
You got any wizard
I
stuff?
do have some cool magic stuff, but I don't think I could get the whole town to be like, poof, now it's over here. Don't look
Holy
at this other
shit.
one.
Wait a minute. That's actually a semi-decent idea.
Oh, actually, I have
You're
one.
welcome.
I have one little piece of information I forgot to say because I didn't expect you to get on top of fucking Ula's tower. Jake, when you were up there,
Yeah.
this was unmissable. When you were just looking around because the walls were gone and you looked east, you didn't see the mist anymore.
What was in, what else was in the direction of the east?
Just the forest. The forest was there and the mist was not hanging in the trees.
What the hell? That can't be good.
Oh my God. Well, I know exactly what it is.
What?
It's Ula had to redirect all of her power to create the dome and didn't have the power to sustain the mist.
Probably. I mean, that
Oh,
would lend
God.
credence to Jared's assumption.
Or is it used in chains to chain up Azar?
Oh, maybe
By
both.
Ramadan.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column. Oh, fuck.
Oh, what if they're all tapping into it? What if it's just
Oh
like
my-
free
Oh
floating?
my God.
Oh, because they
like
are all...
Jared's jacking up his dudes, which I imagine is sort of like a crown weave situation where he's just draining ink from them, because I think there are a lot of parallels with fucking Darth Vader lady from
Yeah,
God damn, those are
Kerr.
totally agree.
yeah, with Kurd using like the gross ghost finger bang and like pulling magic out of people.
Yeah,
And the pound of flesh thing?
that was
We're
crazy.
not
right?
we're gonna gloss that shit over?
No, that's totally fine. Okay, so I want to say, okay.
I can't draw like a clear bad guy here. I think it could be fucking any of them.
I think they're all fucking nuts. Listen, I have an idea, and it's just crazy enough where it might work and buy us some time.
Okay, what?
Okay, good. I was waiting for somebody to
Yeah,
acknowledge.
go ahead. Yeah,
Okay,
Slump's listening.
Okay, so here's what I think. He's gonna open a door, right? But you saw it's gonna be a small door. It's legitimately going to be a door that he breaks through. They're gonna have to bottleneck in. Okay. So, Jake, I have an idea. What if? How much smoke can you make?
I'm looking at my spell list. Hold on.
I mean, there's buildings. We could just set the buildings on fire.
I mean, like where he's gonna open the portal, where he's gonna open the door. Okay, so what if we contacted Ula, and we told Ula to, if you will, Jake, you know one of those things on the ground, those teleportation circles that make you teleport?
Oh yeah, the ones that I was like, hey, there's a bunch we can just fucking dip.
No. Hear me out. What if Ula, because she's probably the only one that's powerful enough to do this, what if she, put something there in front of the door where he's gonna break through? Okay, I don't know if she can like
Just
instant
fucking
cast that shit, and as they run in, they can't see because it's filled with smoke, and as they rush in, Ula just sends them to the other side of the continent and buys us a week.
Yeah, like a big. That's awesome.
Neat.
Like a pit. They fall into a pit.
Kind of, yeah, exactly. Except we're not killing them, we're just sending them back a week. It buys us time, because right now what we need is time.
I mean, it's not the worst idea I've
It's
ever
not
heard.
right. It's not a bad idea. It's not the worst.
So I need-
We've done
so
some
you want-
crazier shit.
Will he see that?
That's
Will
why.
he
So
be
that's
like, oh look?
well, that's the reason of the smoke. So we want them like, oh no, they broke it. Light the smoke bombs. And then from there, the smoke goes up, and he's like, charge my minions. And he doesn't see that his minions are getting teleported away.
As uncomplicated as the smoke spell sounds, is it unreasonable that a anti-smoke spell might be just as simple? What if he has a magic dehumidifier?
That's a really
Then
good.
what?
Well, then we just cast more smoke.
Well,
I mean, true, but like anything I make that is illusory,
But
he could just be like, beep bop, I see it because I have good magic sword, and then he'll just be like, hey. And then when
Did
people
you-
touch it, they're like, it's not real. I don't know.
did you ask him how he knew? Oh boy. Okay. Did you know? Did you? Okay. I gotta coordinate all these facts in my
what the
finger.
fuck are you saying? Why is
Did
your
you-
nose bleeding?
This is a lot. This is a lot. Did you confirm that's how? Oh God! How did you confirm
Uh-huh.
that
Uh-huh.
he,
Uh-huh. How did I
That
confirm that he?
his
Yeah.
idea about
Uh-huh.
Ula
Uh-huh.
at being bad was good information?
He's paranoid as shit.
Oh, so you don't think that is correct?
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm saying it's not impossible because we all know that she's kind of a little fucking crazy.
It kind of seems like this planar key stuff corrupts people. So anybody with that power seems kind of bad.
Yeah, and one of the things as well. Now, this is the part that really drives me nuts. Okay, so history check, I guess, over the last 4 days that we haven't been able to play or that were fast forwarded. Did we get any reports about the Mist joining in the fight? Because I highly doubt that her greatest tool she wouldn't use in the war that she's obviously using this thing to win with is.
Yeah, I think it probably stood out. Well, you know what? Why don't you roll plus intelligence to see how much information you can get? You're gonna get some because you obviously lived through the days.
Oh, come on, watch it go past the 20.
Okay. So what stands out the most is how much nobody talked about the Mist at all. Like, you figure if the Mist had been playing a part, you would have heard about it. Like, it's enough of a thing that if it were playing a part, somebody would have said something, but no one mentioned the Mist at all. It's almost like it was forgotten about.
What the fuck?
That's fucking interesting.
In fact, you know what? Actually, okay, you did get one report. All of the Eastern armies were moved because nothing came out of the East. So when the war kicked off, they deployed armies to the north for Izo and to the east for Abov, assuming that both armies were going to attack. Not only did no army come from the east, but nothing happened with the Mist at all. It if anything, it receded. So those Eastern armies were redeployed north because they were getting smashed by Jared.
Interesting.
What is happening with that Mist?
I don't know. But
Well, because that's what Slump is trying to figure out right now. Is who's the bad guy between the Dooley Dog and Mr. Candy Cane? Are both of them bad? What the fuck? How the fuck do we find out? What the fuck do we do? How the fuck?
Hey, how about this? Is there some sort of spell that can take, like a mediation spell, where we take the two aggressors and put them in a room and say, just talk about it? You're not allowed to do, you know what I mean? Is there anything like that?
Is there a forced timeout spell?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I could get in there in the brains, but they're super powerful, so that they would just be like, nope. And they'd be like, okay, well, I guess nope is the answer.
Okay. Okay. We figured out worse than this. We literally dealt with a black hole. Hey, Slump, remember the time you jumped into a black hole?
I was just going to say, I don't know that you actually dealt with the black hole. I think you jumped in and then survived the black hole. But I don't know that you dealt with is a
pretty took care of a black hole. What's that voice?
Totally did.
Listen, guys,
we had more power than a black hole. That's cool.
Oh, that is a good point.
It's pretty cool.
Not to like maybe further confuse all the stuff that is happening, but everything before the bat doesn't make sense because the bat is the thing. Every one of these dudes has like a divine counterpart, right?
Yes.
Maybe we should be appealing to those counterparts because they probably don't want, like, remember how nervous Lou 4 would get when Ula was like, oh yeah, totally, I won't become a god wink.
Oh yeah.
I connected Muhammad immediately.
Oh, okie dokie.
Hey there, man. How's it going? It's Bro Muhammad here.
I just extend both of my hands to the army that's standing in front of me.
Oh, you guys having one of your little mortal army fights then again, eh? Oh man.
I think it might be a little bit more than that. I think it might involve you guys. This time.
Nah,
I point to the Tower of Rena, right? That's what it's called.
The Tower of the Healing Hand.
Tower of the Healing Hand. I point to the Tower of the Healing Hand. Yeah, we have multiple theories. Kind of says that she's trying to join the ranks of the gods and that you guys are puny compared to her.
No, whoa there, man. What? No, come on, man. No, she's
see,
cool.
see, I want to point to Jared Kane, like out in the distance. See that guy over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he says you guys don't have anything on him.
Well, now listen, let's not get crazy about this. You guys just keep doing your thing. We'll keep doing our thing. That's totally cool. Just remember to pray and have a big old high five in the great name of Bro Hamid. All right, peace, man. Spiritual fist bump.
You are literally the worst.
Did we hear any of this?
No, I don't think you guys heard any of this shit.
Well, good news. The
Love you,
gods are
bro.
useless.
Love you,
Well,
bro.
that's not news.
Yeah, they're
He's still
Hey.
sounds like he's still trying to leave a
Aldrich,
message there.
love
Yeah.
you, bro.
no.
Love you, bro.
No.
Come on,
No.
bro.
No.
Bruh.
No.
Bruh.
No. I have killed so many people for you, and I'm gonna like
Yeah.
exclaim this out loud. I have killed so many people for you, and you haven't done shit for me.
Tell you what, I'll give you a blessing. Hold on just a second.
Every time I ask you anything, it's like, oh, I don't know, bro.
Well, I mean, boy, you listen. We're not supposed to like interfere with too much of your stuff. I'll give you a little blessing though. Blessing on your house. May you have a great crop. And when do you want it to rain? Thursday? You want me to make it rain on Thursday? Yeah,
The next person I kill, it's not going to be for you.
What? Come on now, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
I'm thinking about changing gods.
Oh no. Hey, hold on, just a second.
Let's
Okay, next
let's see.
time you hit someone.
I think I might start praying to Ula.
Whoa,
She's already raising. She's raising the ranks. She's raising the ranks. She's
You're getting
healing
crazy.
people.
You're getting-
Look at what she's doing.
you're
See this dome?
distressed.
See this
You're
dome right here?
upset. I
She's protecting
understand.
people.
No,
She's
it's
doing
okay.
good.
It's
She's
okay.
doing good.
I'll tell you what. I'll do something even better. What do you want? What do you want? Huh? Name one thing that's not too crazy. I'll something. You want how do you want your
Honestly, I should probably ask Ula this because I think it's probably beyond your power.
Listen, I'll talk. You want me to talk to Saloon for you? I'll talk to Saloon. She'll talk to Ula. Just clear this whole thing right up.
No, that's not.
Right?
I mean,
I'll talk
listen,
to Saloon.
if you will, I kind of want to like turn the camera around, if you will, at the giant army that's outside the dome.
Yeah.
I'm kind of facing this right now, and my God, I want to do God in quotation marks, won't even help me destroy this evil.
Well,
Literally,
hold on now.
You're the God of justice, and
Yeah.
they want to murder every living soul,
Yeah.
man, woman, and child inside here, and you're not willing
But-
to lift a finger to
well,
allow your most devout
now,
disciple
listen.
to destroy them?
It's
Are
my
you
boss's
fucking
thing.
kidding
That's
me?
Torm's thing. I can't go against the boss, man. He's got his whole
Connect
thing.
me
that
with-
he's-
I want to talk to your manager. Let me talk to Torm.
You want to talk to? Oh man, he's pretty busy right now. He's been talking to Jared quite a bit. You want me to?
Let me talk to Torm.
Okay, he's not real keen on people, kind of.
That's nice.
Okay, you know
I'm
what?
fucking Galdrick.
Patching you through to Torm.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm scared.
Greetings. This is Goldrick, I believe.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing excellent. Can you see all the combat we have going on? It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Listen, my name's Galdrick. I've been a devout follower of Bahamut, but I think he might be doing a disservice to, our line of work, which is justice,
Well, I like to think that it's more like combat these days.
Yeah. Aren't you?
Blood for the blood god and all that, right?
Oh my God, have you been corrupted? Oh no.
What's not corrupted? I'm just changing with the times. These times are war times, and it's time for blood for the blood god.
Oh no. Okay, is there any god out here that actually does care about justice and honor?
Probably Saloon, but she ain't gonna be around for that much longer, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh no, that's just the word.
Don't worry, I got a replacement for Saloon all lined up. He's this cool fucking horse I just found out in the field. Oh man, he is gonna be fucking great. He is kick ass. He's gonna be the next Saloon. I got him all fucking lined up.
Oh my god. Galdrick is actually like legitimately getting depressed, realizing he's the only.
Smiling, my cheeks hurt.
Oh no.
He's super fucking strong, man. I think you met him.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, he's gonna be the next Saloon. It's gonna be fucking great.
Yeah, that's cool. So just real quick, just before I completely fall into depression.
Yeah.
You are okay with them killing every man, woman, and child inside the city?
That sounds like a whole lot of blood, man. Oh, hell yeah. It's gonna be fucking great.
Oh god. Okay.
Hey,
no, that's.
hey, can you give me a scream? Just one little scream for the blood god?
Oh my god, that's just.
Oh, come on, man. Give me a fucking scream. Come on, Galdrick. Fucking scream for me.
Oh my god, Torm is the best character that this fucking campaign has seen, dude. Holy shit.
I never thought I'd miss Volos, but I do.
Welcome to the Temple of Macho Man.
What the fuck? Who's Volos? Sounds like a bitch.
Smart God.
Tell you what, Galdrick, go spill a little bit of blood for me. I'll receive you. I'll reserve you a seat at the fucking table, man. No, bro, Ahmed said a lot of good shit about you. You're a killer, man. You're a fucking cold-hearted killer.
Yeah.
You're my fucking man, Galdrick. Go spill some fucking blood for me.
I hate this on every level.
Make him scream for me, Galdrick. Come on.
Oh my god, I hate this so much. Okay. It was great. It was great talking to you, Torm.
Great fucking talking to you, Galdrick.
Yeah, no,
You're
it was
a
great.
fucking killer. You go do it, man.
Great. Okay.
Go
See you
fucking
later.
do that shit.
See you later,
See you
champ.
later, man. Fucking blood for the blood god.
Okay. All right. That's. I want to look at the rest of the party like I'm completely depressed. I don't think they've ever seen Galdrick not smile. I'm not smiling.
What is happening with your
I'm
face
just
right
like,
now?
oh my god.
What's that face you're making, Gene?
Yeah, it's
John
weird.
Slump has never seen that. He doesn't like it. Slump doesn't like upside down smile face.
I feel like I'm back in 2020. This is just turning into a shit show. Oh my god. Okay, so good news. Torm, the god of justice.
Okay.
The god of justice and honor
Yeah.
is been corrupted somehow, and he keeps screaming blood for the blood god.
Oh boy.
And
Whoa,
he
what?
wants Jared to break in here because he wants him to kill Ula, because he wants to replace Ula. Or sorry, he wants to replace kill her and then kill Saloon, and then he wants to replace Saloon. I want to slowly turn to Jake with Horse God.
Oh, that's
dang,
awesome.
buddy. Yeah,
I'm so
wow.
proud of him.
Congratulations,
Wow,
Jake.
that's
No.
awesome.
What you did,
Congratulations, Jake.
No.
Did you call Horsebus Horse God?
Look, you did it.
Well, he's
That's
working
you.
on
You
it.
did
He's
that.
working on it. He's definitely working. No, Slump. Okay, Slump.
What?
Let me explain to you why that's bad.
No, not going to lie. I'm a little bit of the proud papa. But
Yeah,
what?
Okay, so let me explain to you why that's bad. Because Jake, you always ask me to tell you the compass. You know.
Oh
what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
hold on. I'm like I sidle up next to Slump and like pull out my book with a pen.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you why that's bad. Torm's corrupted and just wants blood. Horsebus loves to, kind of devour people. Maybe not necessarily eat them all at once, but let's face it, you and I both know he's getting there. And right now, Torm wants the blood of babies.
Ooh.
Which means you know how we like
That's
stand underneath Horsebus, and
a sweet
Horsebus is
taste.
like,
Slump
and
is
then
not gonna lie.
Horsebus, yeah, and then ooh.
Oh,
Just
boy.
throwing it out there. Don't knock it until you try it.
Bottom line, Jake, Horsebus is gonna go from eating whatever to eating babies.
But there wasn't Saloon like the god of knowledge and life and all that good stuff? Like she's good. So Horsebus would be good.
Torm is also the god of justice and honor.
Oh yeah, that tracks. I like go check my notebook. Like, oh yeah, that's it.
And he isn't exactly following those principles.
Maybe we should
Oh, shit.
just leave here for a bit and go into the celestial plane and see what the hell's going on. Like somebody's left their desk.
That's actually was going to be my next course of action. How long do we
Right?
have until he returns?
At this point, you've probably got maybe 45 minutes.
I want to think about noodles.
Oh,
was going to say-
interesting.
Do you guys want me to can we try and mend the dome, or do you think it's okay?
Did it seal back up after he hit it, or did it?
No, there's a little tiny hole in it now.
Can I, if it's okay with the party, can I use the spell mend and try and fix it?
I think that's only for clothes, but
I take out a sewing needle.
Slumps into it.
I got this.
Okay, now what does mend say?
Mend says it repairs a single break or tear in an object that I touch, such as a broken chain link. So it's kind of the same. As long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension, you can mend it and leave no trace of the former damage. This spell can physically repair a magic item or construct, but the spell can't restore magic to that object.
Ah,
So it would just be like, that piece is just glass or something.
yeah, that's kind of the thing. This is not a glass dome; it is pure magic.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Right. So if it can't restore the magic to the item, like it can't. It's very much a physical mending. But you know what? I think I want you to go ahead and try it anyways. And roll for it. So you don't usually have to roll for this spell, you just do it. But this time I want you to roll to see just kind of how successful you are. Kind of using the spell maybe a little bit not as it's intended, but just to see what happens.
Awesome. What would the modifier?
Oh,
Intelligence?
plus whatever your spell casting modifier is, like wisdom, I think.
Oh, okay. Not like don't go to D&D Beyond, but
No, like on your sheet, whenever it says roll plus blah on whatever some of your spells are.
oh yeah, okay, it
Yeah.
is wisdom.
Okay, yeah. Oh shit. 23 total. So you kind of grip your holy symbol of Ogma and you touch the dome, and it's not cold. It doesn't feel like glass necessarily, and you feel that crack on that Jared had put in it, and you feel the spell kind of take hold. And when you open your eyes, you see Gold Buddy on the other side of the dome
Oh no.
with a kind of one of those. It's like when they have a paint roller with a poster on it, and the people put up those giant
Yes.
posters. Yeah,
Yes.
he's got that, and he's like rolling a giant poster over top of the dome. And you can see kind of through it. You can't see it very clearly, but it's a giant like poster with Ula doing like what's that? The arm flexing lady.
Oh,
Rosie the Riveter.
Yes,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah. It's a Rose of the Riveter kind of pose of Ula.
We can do it.
Exactly. that he's rolled over the dome. So it's like the crack
I'm
is still
very
in
into
the
that. That's
dome.
very
Yeah. The crack is still in the dome because you can't fix the magical dome. But Gold Buddy has now rolled a giant magical poster over top of it.
Okay, that's rad, but I do think I made the situation worse. I think this is gonna incite some anger, but
And Gold Buddy kind of gives you the thumbs up and then just kind of like evaporates.
love you, bye. Okay, I'm ready to go to God.
Okay, so
How do we?
Oh, I want to think
how do
about
we
noodles.
salvage this?
Oh yeah, you're thinking about noodles. Yeah, absolutely. Just nearby around the corner, you guys see the ever so soft glow of the noodle shop. Apparently I don't have my thing. Add to game. And sure enough, there it is, as it always has been, the noodle shop.
Okay. I want to run to the noodle shop. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. I want to run inside the noodle shop, and I want to instantly connect with the butler.
Yeah. Yes, hello, Mr. Goldrick.
Hi.
It's kind of an early check-in for today.
Yeah. Listen, so I have a question. Just a quick question.
Yep.
You know, I know we're all, trying to save the souls, and stuff like that, for, does that count for cross dimension? Do we care about the souls that are over here?
Well, I mean, if you're still on your mission, then I mean, it's going to be all souls kind of everywhere that are important.
Okay, so listen, we've got a guy here, who's going to murder every man, woman, and child just for being in his presence. Kind of a real dick.
Sounds kind of like Curve. Sounds kind of like rehashing an old villain.
Yeah, kind of sounds like that. And so listen, you know how before, like, I could call on you guys, there was an entity, there was an oversighting force, there was a sense of good in the universe, you know, we're good, right? We're good.
Us good, of course. Yes.
Exactly. So listen,
100%.
Their force of good over here, their god that they worship over here, that is for justice and honor and has been for thousands of years. He's kind of been corrupted.
Oh no, they really fucked it up over there, didn't they?
Yeah. So this is what I'm thinking. We have a chance for expansion.
Oh, I see.
You see what I'm saying? We're about to get a whole slew of souls on board. You know what I mean?
Yes. All right. Well, we'll have to be ready to receive all the green, all that green stuff over there. All right. Okay.
Yeah. So listen, but that'd be cool and all. Is there anything you can do to fucking help me? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm still in this mortal body, bud.
Yeah, I've been meaning to tell you, we've actually had your green suit ready for like 3 weeks, and I just totally forgot. I got caught up doing the taxes, and they're all listen, I know you're going to be upset that I forgot, but to be fair, the taxes are kind of fucked up because you jumped through the portal, an unregistered portal, into the other ink, and it's really thrown our books off whack. So anyways, I've got your green suit here, and just come on up and get it. We'll get you suited up.
That actually makes me so fucking happy. I want to look at the rest of the party and say, okay, listen, quick powwow.
What's up?
I'll be right back. And I just want to like disappear.
Now this one is weird.
Okay.
Because where you were wasn't where the butler was. And so this wasn't like your usual elevator ride back home.
Mm-hmm.
Usually when you complete a mission, you kind of vanish and you appear inside of an elevator, and it's kind of a long, calm elevator ride with, drink service, and it's to help kind of decompress you after a job well done. And the problem here is that the job isn't well done yet. The job is still ongoing, and you weren't in the same plane as the butler when you did this. And so you don't get that nice elevator ride. It feels a little bit like going through a meat grinder.
Okay.
It's brutal. And eventually you're just kind of caught in nothingness, and like you're used to the void, like where the angels exist. It's kind of the limitless void expanse. So you're used to that, but this feels like if you're traveling between planes and you were already between planes when you started traveling, it's almost like you got severed between the nothingness that is between the planes. And it's this horrifying feeling of being lost in a way that can never be found. Until you don't know how long passes. Time has no meaning at this point. And then it feels like somebody slurps you up with a straw, and you get sucked back up into the void of your, limitless universal existence.
Right.
You still have your body at this point, which is weird because usually at this point it's a suit that you can just kind of pull off, and you can't pull this thing off, and it feels like the body's been through a fucking meat grinder. And sure enough, there's your butler. He's standing there, and he instinctively has his arm out ready to receive your skin suit that you usually take off at this point. And he's, oh dear. Oh, that's
Yeah, this one doesn't come off, jackass.
Oh boy, it's going to have to.
Yeah, you gotta this is gonna hurt, isn't it?
It's going to feel. It's going to hurt a really lot. This is going to get quite messy. Now listen, I love you too much to do this myself. So we're just going to get 3 or 4 buildings to come over here. They'll help you get out. It's going to hurt.
No,
and I can't be here for this.
Help, big boy.
Yes, here we go. Here. Yes, Bill, we're going to need his skin to come off, right? And then all the meat's going to have to come off too.
All of it. Okay,
Yep.
I'm making a soup.
The soup would be great. And don't stop when he's screaming. He's going to scream a lot. And you need to just keep going, Bill, no matter what. Don't stop until all the skin comes off and all the meat. Yep.
No, there's
As
Just
this
keep
is
going.
happening, you know the scene in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo at the end where whatever the fuck his name is very sort of casually poking at Daniel Radcliffe's. No, not Daniel Radcliffe. What the hell's his name? Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Where he's like poking at Daniel Craig's side, like trying to find where the liver is.
Yeah.
As the butler is talking about like giving Building these instructions, Building is doing that, but he's so short that he's doing it to the butler's calf.
Yep.
Just like poking it and like looking at it. He's got like his little pocket knife out as he's saying,
Okay,
Bill,
and then I want to stab the knife into the butler's like fucking calf muscle.
into Galdrick's calf muscle.
No,
into the body. He's like, ow.
Yeah,
no, Galdrick.
as you're saying, like, I'll get all the meat and all the rest. He's sitting there poking the butler's calf muscle. He's listening to all the instructions, but he doesn't realize the butler means for him to do it to Galdrick.
gotcha.
He thinks he means to do it to the butler.
Yeah, he's like, ow, Bill, no, stop. Him, that one, the meat one. The meat one. All right.
Oh, no.
We don't.
Wait, no.
You're going to need probably all of these tools. I don't know which one works best. We've never really done this.
God.
And he kind of wheels out a cart. Yeah, exactly. Wheels out a dentist tray full of all the most horrific tools you can imagine. He's all right, Bill. Just don't stop until the little ghost comes out.
Don't stop till the ghost come on. Okay, no worries.
Oh my God. Oh no.
And then the butler just kind of like turns and like his weird mystical door kind of closes, and you hear from behind the door, Mr. Galdrick, I love you. Please, just know that this is for the best.
A small tear falls down my cheek.
Yeah. And I think what proceeds is something no one should ever describe. No one should ever.
He's gonna describe.
Yeah.
No one should ever draw. No one should ever think about. But it's a lot of pulling and peeling
Oh God.
and kind of unrolling and stretching.
Aw.
A little bit of, flagellating.
Laughing. Yeah.
A lot of laughing. A lot of a little angelic Vietnamese man laughing as stuff is beaten off, pulled off, stripped off, kind of shredded on, and then kind of vacuumed off. And the whole time, Galdrick, why don't you go ahead and just roll a d20.
Oh, nice.
Galdrick, you managed to scream an entirely appropriate amount for how much this hurts. You manage to only scream exactly as much as any normal person would scream as this happens. And I think your existence is basically like eternal, right? You've been around for a long time, and a lot of memories just kind of wash away, and every now and then something sticks when it was really important. I think this is one of those moments in your existence that sticks with you forever. At any point you can recall this exact 30-minute process that it takes until, sure enough, one final little tap of the fucking chisel to the back of your skinless, meatless skull, and out you come, free at last in your void angel form. And as you are released, the butler comes back and he says, "All right, Mr. Goldrick." Oh God, I just looked at what's on the ground. Oh yeah. That's gross. That's disgusting. That was me. That one looks like it was unnecessary. It looks like it was pulled and stabbed. He stabbed a lot when he didn't need to. I told him to use the peeler. He just kept stabbing. Oh, well, I mean, you know what matters now is that you're free. We've got your green skin ready to go. And here you are, of course, just as it's always been. This one's ready for the green area. You should be ready to go. Now, the last question is, what kind of eyes would you like? Determined, of course. Now, would you like the kind of smoldering determination, or would you like that kind of angry intimidation kind of determined? Give me smoldering. I want to go. I want to get some ladies. I had balls. Yeah, those are gone. There's no testicles on this one. None of those disgusting, weird, dangly bits. On these, and so this one's totally streamlined and aerodynamic. Right? Aerodynamic. Yep, absolutely hairless. From the neck down, not one tiny little smack of hair, like oiled like a baby's bottom. Good. Cool. The determined, smoldering eyes, they should get you into all sorts of trouble and scare all sorts of women when they realize that you're just a Ken doll down there. Okay, that's okay. And what kind of wings would you like this time? I'll stick with the solid angelic. Give me the angelic. All right, that's good. I was worried you were going to go for the fiery ones. And no, what do I look like, Betty's dumbass? I know, Betty took the fiery ones again. Have you seen Betty, by the way? I haven't. Wait, is she down there? She's down. She was sent down there a while ago. She should have found you by now. I have had no contact with her whatsoever. Are you sure maybe she's somebody else than not called Betty? Does she look like Betty? Were you there? What does she look like? Oh no, she looks quite different. Well, what does she look like now? Well, she's got kind of her arms are kind of, and she's like, much more, well, you'll see her when you'll know her when you see her. I'm sure you'll definitely know her when you see her. Oh my God! I swear to God, what does she look like? Well, all right. Listen, she kind of looks like. I know you don't want to spoil shit right now, but if you do not fucking tell me where Betty is right now, I swear to God. I mean, she kind of looks like a big beefy barbarian. Okay, that works. She's got a big axe. Okay, big axe. Got her fiery wings. Fucking course. Fiery wings. It's kind of her signature thing at this time. She's wearing a lot of furs, like a lot of dead animals kind of draped off her. Okay. At least that's what I saw when she went down, and maybe she's popped into a new skin suit or something like that. I don't know. Okay, got it. But cool. Big old barbarian last time. Oh my God. Okay, cool. Listen, you got anything you have any advice for this shit? Like, I mean, great. Now I'm safe. Even if I die, I'm just going to come right back up here. Now I'm safe. The rest of the party's still fucked, but yes. You got any advice for this shit? Well, I would suggest probably hurrying up. We've got some rumbles from the other colors a little bit. Shit's kind of going down in the other areas too, so the quicker the better. Okay, great. I would say don't worry too much about the death scale as much as whatever it is that I think you said something about a planar key or something like that. Whatever that
it's
thing
a whole
is.
it's a whole big bone thing. We have to like kill 4 people and we have to combine them, and then that's the planar key, and then we can start reattaching. It's a
right.
long
That's
story.
a
Don't
very
worry, right.
it sounds entirely complicated. I'm not really sure what.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna need some god juice.
You want some god juice?
I'm gonna need some juice, man.
How? Well, I mean, do you need it or do you just want it?
Both, but also, and I imagine maybe there's like a portal that's right here, and I'm still looking down at my party.
Yeah.
I want to point to like where Jared Kane is. That's gonna be a fucking problem. And do we have any juice?
I mean, I can probably spare a little bit.
I'm talking for like that crucial moment, man. Just that crucial moment.
I mean, I've got a tiny little. We can spare one swig of god juice. All right, just a mouthful.
Okay,
that's
right.
about it. You'd better make it count. This is not playing around, and you're going to need to hurry up down there.
Yes, I know. This is. I kind of like want to like nudge my eyes even higher up. You know.
Yeah.
Yes, I get it. It's his juice.
That's right.
I get it. It's disgusting, but it works.
It does. Now you're going to need to really
gargle and swallow. I get it. Yes,
Exactly.
I know
Okay,
I know the fucking
right.
I know the fucking thing.
Just making
yes,
sure.
I got it. No,
All
I
right.
got it. This
All
is
right.
disgusting.
Well, I mean, this maybe not disgusting quite so loud. There's a lot of, his ears everywhere up here, literally.
I want to look up. It's kind of disgusting, but tastes good. So.
All right. Well, okay. Just be safe. All right, and try to do the apocalypse right, because apparently there's a lot of wrong ones.
What?
There's a lot of wrong ones.
Okay. Well, thanks.
What Betty brought back from the first one and what she's been reporting back from her current one, there's a lot of wrong ones that could happen, and we don't want that to happen. So please do make sure to do it good and do the right one, please.
Cool.
Yeah, if that's okay.
I'm just gonna go back. I'm just gonna go back down.
All right. Mr. Goldrick, I have the absolute utmost faith in you. I know you'll do perfect. You always do, you sexy, handsome, strong, brave, intellectual mastermind. Go show that world what for.
Oh, yeah, okay. I want to like... I'll see you in 15 minutes.
And he opens up a portal. He's like, all right, now, I can't send you back to where you were, really. We don't have... like
I'm sorry, what?
a road there. You came a really weird way. We can't. I don't even know what that weird noodle shop is. It's not on any of our maps. I literally can't get you back there.
Oh yeah, that's like a celestial plane that's in between all of the different dimensions.
Yeah, that doesn't exist. So I'm not really sure what that is.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you it exists because I go there all the time.
Okay, well, it sounds dangerous. Probably don't go there too much. It's not on any of my maps.
I go there every night for dinner, so I think
don't
it's okay.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna
I don't
keep
know.
doing that.
Is somebody
Literally
watching
the only way
you?
I can oh wait, I can contact you now outside of it because I have the suit again.
Yes, of course. You don't need to go there anymore. We've got.
Oh my god!
Please
Hold on
don't
a second.
go
I want
there
to see
anymore.
if this. Oh my god! I want to see if I have my hand dimension pocket. I want to like pull out anything that I still had. A coin.
When you reach into the pocket is empty of green ink items.
But I have it.
You do have your pocket.
Like I connect.
Yep.
I connect with it again.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
Oh my god! I have my powers back.
Of course
Oh my
you
God.
do, Mr. Goldrick.
Oh my god! This changes everything.
Yes, you've got
kinda
all
like-
your powers back.
I want to grab him like by the fucking jacket and pull him
Yeah.
in close, like comedically.
Oh.
Do you realize what this means?
Of course, yes. What does it mean?
It means the DM just gave me all of my trolling powers back.
Oh.
I'm gonna go, and I jump into the portal. And I realize I actually have no idea where the fuck he's sending me.
Yeah. You jump into the portal
Okay.
and you land. I wasn't expecting this at this point. Now I need my map. Now I need my map. Where did I put my little itty bitty world map of Brise? You didn't know it was called that, but you do now. Okay, now
It's nice and breezy.
Breezy. All right, let's roll a dice. Okay. Galdrick, as you step through the portal, you find yourself somewhere that you've never been before.
Okay.
But you immediately have an idea of where it is.
Oh, fuck. Okay, go ahead. Okay, cool.
You are surrounded by an impenetrable mist. You are wherever the mist has gone. The ground is low grass. The trees are large, thick, weeping willows. And it feels like this is above. It feels like the trees that you saw and the mist that you see, this is somewhere in above, but you've never been here before.
Okay, now Ibov is Kane's place, right?
Ibov is the eastern province. It is the one place you guys have never gone. It is the place of Ramadan. It is the place of those zombie people.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. It is the place where the mist had come from.
Jesus. Okay. I would probably look for anything nearby, like a city, any lights, any source of artificial light, you know?
Yep. So everything looks completely nondescript. There's no towns. Like, you can't see more than 20 feet away because this mist gets so thick you can't see anything. I'm going to ask you to choose a cardinal direction. Northeast, southwest. Pick a direction that you would like to start traveling in.
Which direction would the city be if I were trying to make sure I got the directions right. If Rena were to my left, if you will, what direction would the city of
above kind of thing?
Above me. I always want to say ISO.
Yeah. Nobody was able to tell you where exactly. So the capital city of Ibov is Nazaro, and no one has given you a clean map of where Nazaro is. The mist makes it almost impossible to chart. So you actually don't know where the capital city of Nazaro is.
Gotcha.
You would know that traveling west would get you out of the mist eventually, but you don't know which way west is. I'm just asking for you. I know which way you're oriented. So like west would be like your left kind of thing. North is straight, east is right, south is backwards, left is west.
I'm so happy I have my body back. Okay, so I'm gonna go now that I can run and not have to worry about, getting tired again. Thank God. I'm gonna like full sprint away from where Rena would be, right? Question mark?
Away from where, so Rena would be out of the mist. So here, I'll why don't we do
I think
this?
maybe I'm a little confused.
We'll give you a little map here. Let's just do a quick new page. Move you guys here. It's going to be kind of bright for a second until I change it. It's white. Let's make it a black background. Now I'll grab the picture that I had. Okay, good. It doesn't have the cities labeled yet. This is kind of a rough idea of the world map.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Hayland is the city with Rena. Izo is the city with Avar. That's where Jared is from. And Ibov is everything in the east, and it's all mist.
And I'm just somewhere in there. I don't know.
You're
I don't know what.
somewhere in above. Yep. And you don't even know for a fact that it's above. It's mist and the trees are gloomy, and it feels like this is what above would feel like.
Fuck me. Okay. If I have no cardinal direction, I want to ping the butler. Where the fuck did you put me?
Well, I mean, I put you close to where you're supposed to go.
Okay.
Mostly.
So based off of that, I'm gonna assume I'm down here somewhere. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna start heading northwest then. I'm gonna try hitting the Free City.
Northwest.
Northwest.
Okay,
I'm just gonna if like full sprint, like I can full sprint again. I don't gotta worry about getting tired.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so you just start sprinting to what you think is the northwest.
Yeah.
And like, it's hard to make out, it's hard to tell that you're even moving with the mist. It just seems so pervasive around you. Every now and then you do see a tree go by, so you do know that you are going somewhere. But it's hard to gauge where. And then you come across a town. It is clearly a simple farming village.
Okay.
There is a small crop outside, probably only enough to feed a couple families. It's not like a production crop for profit or anything like that. It's a sustenance farm.
Gotcha. Okay.
You see 3 nearby houses, and they have kind of domed roofs and cylindrical bodies kind of thing. And it looks old and abandoned. So the tools are left in the field. Like there's like a rake planted in the field, or like one of those a hoe stuck in the field, like it was mid being pulled when someone left it. There's like a broken plate and cup on the ground nearby. There is no one here, but the buildings are completely untouched, except that the vines and the general plant life has kind of grown over them. So they've been abandoned for some time. But the town itself looks completely empty. Would you like to do anything at the town or just keep going?
Any sort of light at all coming from inside the town?
No, completely empty. There's 3 houses and they are all dark and cold.
I don't stop. I keep going.
Okay, you keep going. And I think the time it takes is so great that we can jump back to the rest of the party because you are going to be traveling for a little while.
Yeah. So real quick, I want to try to keep a mental tab, if you will.
Yep.
On how long I have until Kane hits the door again.
Okay, so basically you feel like as after you've been running, as soon as you get to that town, you start getting the idea that Kane is probably approaching the dome again.
I'll keep going.
Okay. The rest of you guys, we can kind of rewind a little bit. What would you have done in that time? You're all at the noodle shop. Galdrick vanishes, and then time passes and he never comes back.
How much time?
I mean, kind of as much time as you want, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's starting to run up on the time that Jared's going to show up again, like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. He's still not back. And it's 10 minutes before Jared shows up again. And if you want,
Still
like Jared will show up and Galdrick is not there.
Yeah, I think after like 10 minutes, because I don't think I go to the noodle shop as much. Hey, do you guys know like how long he normally takes when he does this stuff?
Slump doesn't even know what he's doing or why.
Yeah, I'm not
So-
sure.
I thought they came to say hello to Kirby and is like, hey, how you doing, buddy?
Slump, are you rooming with him? Like, do you know how long he's usually away in the evening?
Yeah. Generally somewhere between 5 minutes and 10 years.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't help us.
Somewhere in that window. Well, what ideas? What should we do in the meantime? Things didn't go well with. Do any of you feel like you're more capable in the world of diplomacy?
Nope.
Not when it comes to talking. Not a talking area. We could, well, I guess our options are hide, try and convince him to stop it, and then fight him, I guess. Or confuse him.
I mean, I'm all for like the trickery stuff, but I don't think it's going to work. Because like, I can do a thing, but then if it's like, they're smart, they know it's a trick, and then I'm kind of fucked.
Hey, I think you mentioned his sword with the smoke and stuff kind of looks like Kerr doing her big bad stuff. And I'm thinking about crown weaves. And I'm wondering if there's anything, but I guess I don't want to sacrifice anybody, obviously. But I'm wondering if there's anything we can do. Even if we had all that power, what would we do?
I think that's where all of their power is coming from. That like Jared has all his dudes, and they're like, "I will die for you," and he's like, "Okie dokie," and he grabs it, and he's like, "I'm strong now." And then Ula is more like kind of creepy because people are on their deathbeds, and she's like, "Oh, you're cool and helpful. I will let you live. You're kind of shitty. I will use your juice for a crown wave."
Right.
So like, even if we do crown wave stuff, I think that doesn't really give us an advantage. We're just
see.
On
More
par,
even,
right?
Yeah.
If it were up to me, I would go hide, and then maybe we could be opportunistic about it. And if we like go hide, we do it near Ula. So Jared comes, and then they fight, and then we could pop out and be like, you are weakened, and we might have a chance. But even then, like, holy shit.
Yeah.
As you guys are having this discussion, you see the Malam Ghul and the soldiers who are kind of right up against the dome. They kind of part, and you see Jared on his horse trotting casually but purposefully towards the dome. And behind him, you see 50 armed soldiers.
Ooh, oh shit! Hold on.
He gets off his horse.
Never mind. It was a horse-based plan.
Oh. He gets off his horse and he holds his sword with two hands kind of above his head. And all the other soldiers behind him kind of stick their swords into the ground and pull out shovels. And they start digging a hole. All 50 of them start digging 50 different holes. And
are they digging graves?
I want to start walking away. I want to start going to the tower. Hey guys, do you want to? Because we're like right at the wall, right?
Yeah, you're right at the wall. Yep.
Hey, you guys maybe not want to be like right here when it happens.
Probably. Maybe can we set any kind of trap? Try and slow them down a bit. Anybody got tar? Just a bunch of tar.
Yeah, I guess I could set up a cool little trap. But I assume they're gonna go straight for the tower. I think we should go to the tower.
Yeah, but Galdrick said they're gonna kill everybody. If we can just slow them down at all. But you're right. Yeah.
Listen,
okay.
All that we need to do is believe in Teeny Tot.
That's
Why
true.
haven't we tried doing that?
Just believing in him?
We believe in the horse. What happened to the horse?
Oh my god.
Huh?
Are you saying we should godify?
Well, Slump's just saying. Desperate
Powers would
times,
come in
desperate
handy.
measures and all that.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear, Galdrick fully intends on overthrowing the gods now.
I mean, I guess I kind of like where your head's at, Lou. I mean, do you have anything that could like box them in?
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, fuck Slump's idea.
Wait, I
Let's do
thought you
both.
just said you trust Teeny Tot. Was there more
Oh,
than that?
yeah, Slump was saying we should just believe in Teeny Tot.
Oh, I mean,
Maybe-
yeah, I can believe in
Maybe
Teeny
even
Tot.
sacrifice someone to him. Just
like-
slowly kill them
Well, I don't want to
in
do
his
that.
name, just slowly, as they're desperately hoping for something to save them, and then they just die.
whoa, what if we somehow like mix Teeny Tot lore in with the horse bus and he becomes like a centaur godman?
That's
He
bad.
would hate that, but
Nope.
it's no.
Nah, no.
Oh.
Hey, anything to do with a horse? Nope.
But I mean,
Nah.
the horse
Nope.
bus kind big buddy has a little bit of a head start though.
Nah, you know.
Okay.
Slump was thinking about it, but nope. No.
At this point,
Ooh.
all 50 holes have been dug, and the men all take a knee at their sword right beside the hole.
Oh God.
I cast whatever that thaumaturgy is that makes your voice really loud.
Yep.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Can Slump see you gearing up for this and like touch your arm?
Sure, yeah.
Tell him that Slump is going to bend over and tell him that if he does that, Slump is offering all 50 of them as a sacrifice to Galdrick.
Ooh. Okay, I'll tell him.
Okay.
I was gonna do it in Ula's voice. I won't.
Smart. Try that too.
Okay.
That's good.
I'm gonna go up to the shield where the crack in the magic was, so
Yeah.
that hopefully the voice actually gets through.
Yep.
And I say, well, I'm gonna look away from the thing, so he's totally not gonna know it's actually me talking. That's the first trick. And I'll say, hello to Jared and company. Don't do the thing. Stop it. There's no need for this. Let's talk. And then I say, hey, Jared Tot, this is Slump. If you do the thing, we're gonna sacrifice. We're gonna say that all of these deaths are in the name of Galdrick, our teeny tot friend, who I love very much. So you just think about that before you do your thing. And then I turn back to the Jake and Slump and I go, was that okay? Was that
Yeah,
good?
that was
Did that
great.
help?
Slump believed it.
I just thumbs up as I'm still like walking towards the tower because I want to be here.
Roll plus charisma, Lou.
Oh, I don't have that.
Natural
Oh,
20.
Yeah.
Galdrick has a Yoda pause where he's like,
Feel a disturbance in the forest.
Okay, a natural 20 to say, this is Ula. Don't do this. We can talk. And to also say that if you do this, Slump is going to count them towards Galdrick.
Yes.
That's two different things.
Is that cheating?
Let's see. I think
Do you want me to roll for each of them?
no, I think it's more the first one. I mean, no, okay, sure, it's both. Yeah, no, it's both. He believes that Ula would like to talk, and he believes that Slump will count these towards Galdrick if they're killed. And he's holding up his sword, and as he hears this, he lowers his sword, and you hear him say, "All right, Ula, then come out here and talk."
I casually, but very, very quickly, start speed walking towards the.
I lift up my robe and keep running to keep up.
Yeah, like, here we go. We gotta go get her. Is there any indication that she's heard that Ula's heard?
That would be quite a feat indeed, considering she's like hundreds of feet away horizontally and 1,000 feet up. It seems unlikely that she heard it. Well, it was a natural 20.
I can try using sending to send her a message. She's not shielded, really.
No, that's true. That's true. Absolutely, you can use sending.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that and say, I I used your voice, first of all, to tell Jared that he doesn't need to do this big sacrifice he was going to do. I guess I have to count the words, huh? Do you want me to do that?
No, that's fine.
I'd communicate the thing and say, Jared says he will talk.
Ula sends her voice back and says, "Oh, I don't really want to talk to him, though. I would really rather just coop him outside. Ula's not supposed to melt him. It's the apocalypse."
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't want to. I'm just gonna.
I guess what's kind of the goal? Like, I would like to play along, but I guess what's the goal?
I want her to talk to Jared so that the armies stand down and it's just the two leaders talking. But that's the ultimate goal. So I guess I would like, yeah.
Okay, roll to persuade Ula.
Okay,
You've
also
persuaded.
charisma?
Yeah, you've persuaded Jared. Now you
Okay.
need to persuade Ula.
Do I get the feeling like that's working?
Not really.
Can I go ahead and use a luck to make it?
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
Mark the luck off.
Luck episode.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I didn't use
Finally,
fuck
everyone
yeah, man.
remembers
last
they have
episode,
luck.
Galdrick was like, nobody used it. And I was like, oh yeah. Me neither.
Yeah. And you hear her say,
All right. Maybe I'll come down and talk to him.
Thank you. I say to nobody because she can't hear me.
okay. And Jared, is standing there with his sword lowered. And Ula, I guess.
Can I give her a suggestion?
Yep.
Because maybe Lou 4 could keep the shield up or like help her.
No, that's
Lou
just
4's
it. First of all, not Lou 4. She doesn't like being called Lou, and
That's right,
definitely
that's right.
not Lou 4. And also super duper not strong enough. This is a spell that's meant to protect like a person.
Oh, yeah.
That any normal person who's not rule breakingly a planar key would only be able to protect a person with. So even a god would only ever be able to protect a person or a small
What
area.
on Earth? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So no one and nothing could do what Ula is doing. So I think, sure enough, the dome drops.
Oh, God. I hope that's okay.
And you see all of those Malam Ghul that were just going to town on it. They stop, they prop their staffs up, and they just stand and wait.
Oh, okay.
And I think it takes a minute because Ula has a long way to go.
Sure. Lots of steps.
Lots of steps. She goes down all the steps, goes down her tower, and sure enough, you see Ula with her white tabard, silver chain mail, golden crown, and golden spiked shoulder pieces with the candles on it, walking down the pathway towards you guys. North through the city that is completely empty, directly towards you guys. And she stops basically a block away from you, who's maybe a block away from Jared, so there's kind of a 2-block distance between you. And she says, all right, what are we going to talk about?
This is a really high emotion area. Let's take a walk. Let's go to the stones. That's a nice calming little area. We can zen out and just talk.
I'm not going to allow Jared Untabusutu
Well,
What the fuck is she saying? What is this fucking lady saying?
Jared, will you go into Masutu?
Oh boy.
listen, Ula, we've got to make concessions to find peace.
I would kind of try to back that up and wave my hand at all the dudes who are no longer like marching on the city.
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, to kind of has a point. They're definitely not like burning everything down. They're being chill.
They were never going to get into here. Mildew was too strong.
There was a crack. He was making a crack. I say in a Sato voice out the side of my mouth to her.
And Jared says, I know what you were doing with the mist. I know what you and Azar were up to. And I will not allow you to destroy me, my province, and my people. I will end this here and now. I will burn your city to the ground, and I will cut your head off, Ula.
That's diplomatic.
Jared kind of points at his army. He's like, I didn't come here for diplomacy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yep, that follows. But here we are.
Okay, one more persuasion roll to convince Ula to let him come into the city.
Oh, okay. Can I bless myself? I don't think I can.
Yeah, you can.
Can I?
Yep.
Okay, what does that do? It's like +2 or something?
Yeah, +2.
Oh,
13. Ula's like, he can't bring his sword into Masutu. And Jared says, I'm not leaving my sword out here.
Come on, Jared.
Can I want to see if Slump can use intimidating presence.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I'm going to burn a luck.
Okay. So
I'm not
what
even
does
gonna fucking bother.
what does intimidating presence do?
So it says a creature needs to roll a 13 or higher or else be feared, can't come close to you, has disadvantage on attacks against you. I'm sort of trying to use it more narratively,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's not really a narrative thing, if it's more of an actual combat tactic, then that's okay. I just want to do it.
I think in this situation you're trying to intimidate Jared.
Sort of, but I'm not trying to be like, ooh, I'm so spooky.
Yeah.
What I want to do is basically go up to Jared and say,
Have you heard of that horsey dog out there with the big old tum-tum?
Yeah, I was in it.
I want Slump to say,
Have you heard how powerful it is now?
No, I hadn't heard it was.
Would you be do you have maybe not one of your special boys, but someone else that we could just, sacrifice to him maybe?
All
You know what?
blood
Hold on.
spilled is
No.
for Torm. All blood here is for
Okay,
Torm.
all right.
I want to look around for a bug or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
And I want to look up to the sky. And what I imagine that Slump is a reasonable conduit to the divine because he has the capacity for exactly one thought. So
Yeah.
if he's praying to whatever, that's all he's doing. 100% of his mind power is being used to pray to that being.
Yeah.
And I want him to step on the bug and go,
Horse boss, answer my prayer.
Okay. Let's see.
If I can hear him say that, I would reflexively look around to see if Goldrick was here. He's not. And then I would sort of close my eyes and lower my head in reverence to horse.
So to give you an idea of where I'm going with this tech, what I'm basically hoping to do is show Jared just how powerful just how powerful the horse bus is, and that the horse bus was, and try to explain the horse bus was Jake's creation, and then say, if you come in here and try to lay waste to the city, Slump is going to sacrifice himself to Galdrick, who is already an angel.
Okay, so it's like if Jake can make this, I can do something even more for...
Yes, yeah, basically,
Gotcha.
like, look, like he made this while he was just trying to make a fucking mount.
Yeah.
And if you, and so he was not trying to create a god.
Yeah.
And that, like, if you don't at least talk to Ula, I am going to allow your armies to kill me. I'm going to try to take down as many as I can, and I'm going to sacrifice myself in the name of Galdrick.
Gotcha. Okay. Then, yeah, so sure enough, kind of the ground rumbles, and without kind of any warning, this massive, disgusting, oversized, melty, round, disgusting, fleshy horse bus kind of explodes from the ground. And he says, "Hey there, little buddy. How's it going?"
Hey, Mr. Horsey Dog. Slump just wanted to introduce you to an old friend. Remember Mr. Candy Cane?
"Oh, yeah, that's right. His boss has got a job lined up for me.
Oh, yep. Well, yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
become the new Saloon." And Ula's like,
Yeah.
"What? Newt?
Oh, boy.
Saloon is Mugu."
Oh, boy. Slump is starting to think maybe he shouldn't have did this.
"Oh, don't worry there, little Ula buddy. Pretty soon Saloon ain't gonna be a problem." Ooh. I think I want to raise the doom, Oopagoon. And Horsebus says, "Anything else you need, little buddy? You want to go for a ride in my tum-tum?"
No, thank you. No, thank you. Slump just really
Okay.
wanted to see you again. He just thinks you're doing a great job. That's all.
Oh, hey, I don't know. Maybe we
thanks.
could all take a scoot to the stones.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
well,
so
how about that?
close. You want to take a lap around the city first?
Well, no.
come
Listen,
on.
no. Slump
We
has a
could go
question for
real
you.
fast.
Nope. But Slump has a question for you.
Sure.
Do you think that you're strong enough that if anybody tried to get someone out of your tum-tum and you didn't want them to, they wouldn't be able to, no matter who they are? Are you that big and tough?
Well, I like to think I'm pretty tough. There might be one or two people. The Torm guy giving me a job, he's pretty strong.
Do you think the Uli dog could do it?
I don't know Uli Dog all that well. She looks kind of strong, but not that strong.
Well, because what Slump is wondering is, would Mr. Candy Cane feel safe if he just stayed inside the horsey dog?
I mean,
And then he could come to the
maybe.
stones and stay inside.
I'm pretty comfy cozy inside.
Oh boy, that's upsetting.
I remember
Okay.
being inside. I'd rather not get inside that thing. I'd rather not be. That was quite a traumatic experience. I don't think I'd enjoy
Well,
that.
Okay, well, listen. Slump called on the horsey dog for a reason. You know where that horsey dog came from?
No, I don't actually.
Hey, Jake, is this sensitive information?
Oh, nice, my big buddy, my big baby boy.
Yeah.
Whoa, and we're gonna make him the
Jorp
new
made
Saloon?
Jorp made him. And if you don't start acting right, Slump is gonna turn Galdrick into something even worse. Slump
All right.
is gonna sacrifice himself in Galdrick's name, and Galdrick is already an angel.
Well, let me put it this way.
Okay.
If I wanted to, I could bury that fucking horse bus.
Oh, hey, that's
I'm just
totally not
saying.
cool. That's like my baby boy.
Oh no, and I wouldn't do it unless I needed to. but I would bury that bitch horse in the fucking ground and I wouldn't mark the grave.
Okay, hold on a second. We might have fisticuffs, Mr. Man.
Now, if you're saying that you would go out there and die for whatever Galdrick was the little guy. Hey, where'd he go?
Well, that's none of your business right now, actually.
But you
mind
would,
your own business. But Slump Slump would lay his life down, and then maybe you think you could deal with the horsey dog. The horsey dog was just made on accident.
Well,
Mr.
hey, we don't
King
want
Kong's been
no,
around.
Mr. Horseglass, earmuffs. I love you very much.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
little boy. You just call me if you need me again, okay? No.
Good to see you, big guy.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Will do. Will
Good.
do.
I hate
Yep.
being away from you for so long. Call me again soon,
that's
okay? Call
Yup,
me
real
again soon.
Oh, okay. So you see what we fucking did when we didn't mean to. Okay? Slump will lay his life down in a sacrifice to Mr. Teeny Tot, and then you can have fun dealing with him. And Slump can tell you this: you might be able to kill Slump. You can probably kill Slump. Slump is gonna kill a lot of people before that happens. Maybe even some of the people here.
And he sort of gestures towards the silent houses.
Yeah.
Maybe Slump's gonna go door to door before you get through that wall. And Slump is gonna smash every skull that he comes across. And every single one, Slump is gonna dedicate every fiber of his being to sacrificing them to Teeny Tot.
All right. You know what? I believe you.
Okay?
And I'm going to make you a deal. I'm
Okay.
going to come in here.
All right.
And if any of you try something funny, big man, you look like you got a lot of blood inside of you. That's
yeah.
a lot of donation to the blood god. And if you guys try anything funny, you're the first one to go.
Oh, that seems fair.
All right. Okay. Then I think we can do this.
Slump's gonna tell you one thing, though. You're gonna enjoy that victory with one fucking eye.
Well,
Slump's gonna take your eye and he's gonna eat it like a jujube, okay? So just be prepared for that. You're probably gonna win. Slump's
all
gonna
right.
eat your fucking eyeball like a jujube right in front of you.
I kind of like, have you ever thought about dedicating yourself to Torm? You're literally his exact kind of guy.
So you make a strong case.
Literally, he's the blood god. He loves blood. I can put you in contact with him. He can give you all kinds of power. He loves the violence.
Would you mind? That would be actually great.
I'll put it, it's Slump, right?
Slump, yeah, Slump.
Okay, perfect. You are exactly Torm's kind of guy.
Well, it's about time Slump gets recognized for
Absolutely.
being what he is.
Everybody else here, be more like Slump. When someone says, I'm going to bleed you dry, you tell them, I'm going to take your fucking eye. All right? That's blood for the
Yeah.
blood god both ways.
Blood for the blood god.
Yes,
Come on, guys.
exactly.
Oh, okay. Hold on. No, maybe not. Nope.
All right, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's go to the fucking stones. Let's talk.
You know what?
Let's go to the fucking
Candy
stones
cane
and talk
dog.
about
Slump
this.
thinks maybe we misunderstood each other, but
I
we
think so.
Slump-
I think we were on the
Slump
same
thinks
side.
we're- Slump thinks we very well might be.
I think so. All right, guys, let's go to the fucking stones.
I think over the course of that conversation, I hid behind Lou a little more every sentence.
Yeah, and Jared is absolutely willing to go with you. I don't know that I had art or an icon for him. Let's go grab quickly.
Out of character question. Last time we spoke to Voice of Tomorrow / Volos. I don't remember which one ended up picking up. I think Voice of Tomorrow.
It was the voice of
Did it,
tomorrow.
like,
Yep.
Did it freeze time and shit?
It felt like it was basically freezing time. Not the exact same. It was more like a slowing down of time. It was like it was hard to move through. It was like tar. It wasn't the same kind of freeze time that you've had before.
Gotcha. Hey, yo, Lou.
Yeah, what's up?
What are the chances that the Voice of Tomorrow is Jared, or if they're not the same thing?
Oh no, I think that's super Volosy. Or
Okay.
if something like Volos.
You're super big. I'm gonna get over here, and if I stop walking, just kind of pull me along, okay?
Okay, yeah, you got it. You got it.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna give him a ring and like check it out, and if you see,
Wait,
Jared,
you're cut-
be like,
Who are you calling?
I don't know. Should I call like the volley dog, or should I call the voice of not yesterday?
I mean, I don't really want to talk to either of them. I'd
Yeah,
rather
why?
we didn't.
Why are you calling them?
I don't think it's safe.
I was going to do it because it would be like a check. Because then if Mr. J Dog is like spaces out, we know that's the dude.
Oh. Ooh, it's
Maybe?
risky.
I don't know. I said I was gonna try to be better at this, so I asked you before I did it. I was
Thank you.
just going to do it.
Oh, I'm scared of it.
Just to see if there's some kind of link, because like last time I told you last time that it happened, right? I just felt it all gross in my guts, and that was it. You guys knew about the last time we did this, right?
I think it was all we
Yep.
were all there.
all-
yeah.
okay.
You all got the brain ping.
What do you think? Because I mean, like, if some serious shit goes down, like they might be able to capitalize on them because they know they're doing it, but at the same time, like, I don't know.
Oh boy. And maybe the voice of tomorrow is controlling the mist, so we should probably okay, let's get to the stones and then let's call at the stones.
Okie dokie. And I just want this, like, you could be my eyeballs because I think it's going to juice up my brain, and just see, like, if you can figure out who, like, responds when I do the thing, and maybe we can figure out who's doing.
Okay. I'll
sweet.
Incovision it. Yeah.
Oh, that's double smart. I did not think of that.
I'm worried about Azar. I guess this is all. I mean, maybe we don't have time to talk like this, but I'm worried about Azar.
It's like
Not
blocks.
being
We're gonna find. I mean, he's like super crazy powerful. If anybody got him, like, what the fuck are we going to do?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Okay, so what's the walk me through the plan here?
Oh, I think when we get to the stones,
Yep.
I was gonna be like, "Hey, voice of tomorrow and or Volos."
To whom it may concern.
Yeah, a cordial. And then I wanted to keep an eye out for like if Ula or Jared reacted to that call, and if I couldn't see it, Lou was going to Incovision to see if there was anything else that we could pick up. I'm trying to like fish out a connection.
Yeah.
Since we have everyone in the same place now, well,
Yeah.
as many people as we can have in the same place.
Yep.
To see who's got like who responds, I guess, kind of.
Yep. Okay. So we ran a little long, so we're gonna end it on this note. You guys walk to the stones, and when you're standing there, Ula doesn't look like she wants to talk. Jared doesn't look like he wants to talk. And Jake, you're going to need to be very explicit on what you say. What do you say or think or call on?
Oh shit! I wasn't sure if I wanted to do Voice of Tomorrow or Volos. Last time, Voice of Tomorrow asked if we knew Volos, so shit. What do you think? We had blocks to consider this. Do you have a preference?
I think Voice of Tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, it sucks.
You ask for the voice of tomorrow?
In my brain juice, I'll start to say, "Hey, voice of tomorrow, how are you?"
And when you do that, you immediately feel that sensation, that Volosy sensation.
And then this like sort of, this is my plan. I want to look if I can move my eyes and have faculties. I want to get all up in those eyeballs and see if Ula or Jared are like responding, or if their eyes shift to me, or like that's all I'm really like focused on.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be looking at ink at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. You look at them and none of their expressions change when you call for the voice of tomorrow.
Whoops.
It is clearly not any of them. And Lou, your Incavision says nothing. You don't see anything change. And Jake, in your mind, you hear the voice of tomorrow say,
"Well, my child, you've come calling to me again. What do you wish?"
Hey, so like some stuff is going to happen. I just thought you maybe wanted to check it out.
What kind of stuff, my child?
Okay, so you know those rocks that are like older than time and stuff? Is this like in my head or am I talking out loud?
you are talking out loud.
Okay, shit. Really. Oh, hey, we're at the stones. They're so old and cool in... Oh, fuck.
What stones?
Oh, come on. You know, these are the coolest stones. We don't have a name for them,
What
do we?
stones are you talking about?
This is Rena?
Yep.
Halen? Okay. Oh, you know, man, they're so pretty. The Sundering Stones in Rena. My favorite.
Why are you at the stones?
Oh, I can't wait. This is going to be such a peaceful talk between Ula and Jared. It's going to be great. I'm so glad you guys embrace diplomacy.
Why are you bringing the leaders to the stones, my child? What are you doing at the stones?
Do you know, just good to have a little powwow, and if Mr. Samurai Man shows up, he'll be like a plowy. Don't say that part too loud.
My child, what are you doing at the stones?
What are you doing at my stones, Jake? Oh my god!
Oh, hey, buddy.
Jake.
You know, oh, is this still out loud? The out loud part is hard.
What are you doing at my stones, Jake? Get away from my stones.
I think maybe there will be our stones from now on. Is that okay, big buddy?
And we'll call it there.
Oh my god. That is the most upsetting thing that has happened in this entire campaign. That is the most upsetting thing that has happened in this entire campaign.
Oh
I hate
my
every minute of it. Oh my god. For fuck's sake.
Insides are
right.
jelly. That's it. Cold
Okay.
sweat. It was terrible.
What a fucking
Feel awful.
session. Holy shit. That's I remember this. Someone tweeted a joke at one point that I actually thought was pretty funny, but kind of creepy when you think of it. It was a guy tweeted, he said, like, oh, was walking in downtown New York with my son one day, and he said, Daddy, what causes rain? And I said, oh, when clouds group together. And then he looked down, his eyes turning obsidian black, and said, what is Earth's defense system, father? And I said, what? And I realized I didn't have a son. That is what just happened there. The fucking voice of tomorrow just fucking turned into goddamn fucking, oh boy.
How did?
We knew.
But the last time they said, "Where is Volos?"
It was a
Exactly.
ruse.
Oh my god, this
No.
clever bitch.
Because he thought, I think he asked how we knew Volos, right? Not.
It said, how did
knew
you-
that name?
It said, how do you know who Volos is and where is he?
God.
Oh, well,
Oh
now
my
I guess now I know.
Yeah, he's right there. There you go.
Fuck.
My
Well,
stones.
Our
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
our stones, though.
I like that. That's better.
Okay, awesome. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, fuck yeah, great session.
Yeah, we will be back again next week with the exciting follow-up to this very unfortunate conversation you're having.
I'm not going to be able to be there. I got to go. I don't want to. No, can't come.
Awesome. Cool. I'll see
Great
you guys
session, guys.
next
See ya.
time.
Next time.
Thanks all. Bye.
See ya.